Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Commander Rising, and welcome to the very first episode of the Ascent Sports Show. I'm being joined by, we got Brenden, Onion Bomb in the bottom left, we got Isaiah, Bossman Spencer in the bottom right, and we got Jimmy, Italy Rocks in the top right. And quick summary, Ascent Sports Show is pretty much just going to be us talking about NFL, basketball, any sports you can probably name, but honestly, it's primarily just going to be football and basketball. We're going to be going over power rankings. We're going to be going over recaps of games that happened week by week in football, basketball, that kind of stuff. It's just going to be, in the title, it's going to be a show about sports. So let's kick this off, shall we?
Very nice.
All right.
Very nice indeed.
Almost dropped
So-
everything.
We're recapping last week, right?
Yeah.
Or like predictions first.
Yeah, we're gonna start with what happened last week in the NFL. Just go game by game. You know how we, if you guys are aware of our predictions, kind of how we do that, just a bit more detail. We're also going to do our predictions later in this show, but. If you're worried that you don't want to watch the whole thing, don't worry. The standalone predictions video won't change, and it will still be uploaded at the same time. Everything. This is just a little extra thing where you can see it like kind of live, not live because it's recorded, but you guys know what I mean. All right. Let's start with the Thursday night game: Buccaneers and Eagles. Buccaneers won that pretty easily, though it got kind of close, 28-22. Kind of let them back in the game, but how you guys feeling about Jalen Hurts? I'm not feeling. I feel like he's. I feel like he's what the haters say Lamar Jackson is. He's a better runner, but he can't throw.
What I'll say about that game is a lot of people lost a lot of money.
Oh,
the Eagles covered the spread, bro. That's crazy. The spread was 6.5, and they got that's crazy.
I need
a lot of people lost a lot of money.
9 more passing yards out of Tom Brady, and he probably would have got it if there wasn't that stupid taunting call.
Oh my God, that's right. Yeah,
that was pretty stupid.
They gotta stop that. They gotta do away with that rule, the taunting rule. Let them fucking play the game, man. That's crazy, unreal.
They should also like, if they're gonna do it, they should take into account of like context. Like the context of that was Eagles were getting smoked literally the whole game. And then they're finally coming back into it. They make a good play. The defense gets hype, and then boom, flag.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
But to your question, Brenden, about Hurts, I don't know. Like every time I've watched him, he doesn't look the best. But the Eagles themselves really aren't the best, and they've completely abandoned the running game. Like they're like on what we were on last year, but like times 100. Because like we would try. They're not even trying until like the fourth quarter when they're down by 3 touchdowns and the Buccaneers were playing back. Then Miles Sanders was able to actually, do something. But it doesn't appear that their line is very good either. But I mean, I don't know. Hurts was kind of missing for at least the first 3. Like for the first 3 quarters, it wasn't good. It wasn't even a good game. But they were able to, make a comeback and make it close at the end. But I don't know. I'm gonna need to see some more from Hurts before I would like commit to him, quote unquote. But that's
It's
just
the second year, right?
Yeah, it's his second year.
He came in like halfway through the year last year.
Okay, so far
It's way too early to abandon him. I think he has star potential, so keep him.
Yeah, I wouldn't say abandon him, but you should definitely. I wouldn't say like don't draft a quarterback, don't like look into a quarterback if it's available.
1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 picks, 95.5 QB rating. Pretty solid.
It sounds pretty good, but like I'm telling you, every time I've watched him,
and he's got 63% completion percentage.
Some of the passes he
sounds
misses are just like, bruh.
So I mean, now you're just doing like eye test for stats, and I mean, I haven't watched him all that much, but yeah, when I watch him, it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I mean, on paper, sounds like he's doing good. So I don't know.
What are the Eagles now? Like 3-3, 3-4? I don't know.
I think 2-4.
They might be 2-4. I think.
Yeah, I think they're
because they beat the Panthers and then they beat someone else. I think week 1. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like done with Hurts, but I guess we'll have to keep watching.
I definitely want to be done with him if I was the Eagles.
No way. I would not give up on him.
They gave up on Wentz. They gave up on fucking Foles. They kind of can't now.
I don't have anyone else.
I
When
saw,
I
That's his name,
understand.
Sudfeld?
Sudfeld, Nate
Fucking
Sudfeld.
Sudfeld.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. When they put him in against the Giants.
That was
They
nuts.
also have Flacco and Minshew, I'm pretty sure. For
Do they
backup.
Give
really?
Minshew
Yeah.
a shot.
Give Minshew. I saw
Whatever happened to
something. They just moved off him because of Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the best. But I saw some article that like I didn't even read it because I was like, come on, man. It was titled like who the Steelers should look at for their next quarterback, and their thumbnail is Jalen Hurts.
How would we trade for him?
I don't know because the
I would.
Eagles.
I would rather just draft someone.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I mean, at best we'd give them what, a third?
Yeah,
I don't
we're
think
not-
he's a
yeah.
first or second yet.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not a first or second. No.
No.
Yeah.
All
He
fun
was
and
worth
games
a
until we end
second
up with
when,
Jared Goff.
Got drafted.
That's right. You are not a Jared Goff fan. are you?
Jared Goff. Oh my.
Dude, he's
goodness.
trash. It's not even that I'm not a fan, but like, yeah, he's just not doing good. That's the line.
Well, I was gonna say, to be fair, he's on a really bad organization.
Yeah,
Like,
we can bounce around.
That was the Sam Darnold case. Really bad organization. Now he's on the Panthers and he's doing really well.
Yeah, but Goff kind of fell apart with practically the same team as Stafford.
That's true.
And Stafford is a great quarterback. So I mean,
Stafford is
there's that.
the most underrated quarterback of the last like 10 years.
Reach.
Dan Campbell called out Jared Goff after their loss to the Bengals, 34-11. He wants to see more from him. He wants him to step up. Which I mean,
yeah,
but
you're right. I mean,
How about you fucking get him a team?
that is true.
there's that too.
I mean,
need
they have
to-
Hawkinson and I guess Swift. And who'd they draft? Didn't they draft a wide receiver? Or did they let him go? They let Kenny Galladay go.
Soul. They could draft Soul, and they left.
Oh, okay.
Kenny Galladay's on the Giants now.
Who is
That's
the best?
Yo, the
wide
Giants
receiver.
are done. And I don't know.
I don't know what
Quintez Cephas.
I don't know what they were thinking about putting Danny Jones back in that game. That was crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't think he definitely shouldn't have played this last week.
there's no way. The way he was stumbling around in the game before, like this dude clearly had a head problem, and they're just gonna throw him in a game like 5 days later. It's nuts.
There's Saquon back.
No, of course he's not back.
Who's their backup now? Who's their starter right now?
Devontae Booker,
Yeah.
who actually had a good game, but I mean they got smoked by the Rams. That game was
Yeah.
over when it started.
Is he starting? Because in fantasy, he's projected like 1 point.
He's on my team for now.
No.
I just traded him, but look on my team and look at my running backs. Is it the same guy?
Yeah.
Maybe he got benched. I don't know.
Yeah, third.
But,
I have him on my Yahoo League, and he says projected less than a point.
Maybe he got hurt or something. Who are they playing? Do you know?
They're playing.
I guess we'll get into it.
I forget, but we'll get to this when we predictions. But next game is Rams and Lions. Jared Goff versus his old team.
That's about to be 40-3.
Stafford might put up 70 points.
Yeah.
Guys, don't give away your predictions yet. We have to wait.
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
everyone's waiting on the edge of their seat to see. I mean, I don't know. I might guarantee it. I don't know.
Might pull a tie on us. Come on.
Oh my god, if they tied.
Stop that.
That's so stupid.
Man.
That's another thing we should talk about. The overtime rules. I can't stand them. Like, there's some elements I get. Like for example, the first team, if they kick a field goal, then they don't win. But then the second team comes around, and if they score a field goal, they do win. So I understand the element there of like, well, okay, we gave the first team a shot to get a touchdown. They didn't. So now, we're giving the second team. We gave the first team a chance to score. They didn't. At least they didn't score a touchdown. But we're giving the second team now a chance to score. So I understand that, but like it's still really weird. And the fact that teams can tie, that shouldn't be a thing.
I think that they should just play like just one more quarter. And then if we go through a whole another quarter of like no one scoring, or maybe make the quarter like 10 minutes or something, but like play it like a normal, first, second, third, fourth quarter. And then if no one fucking wins that, then they go to the overtime rules that they have now. Because now it's pretty much is a coin flip. I mean, you have the
coin
team.
toss is huge.
Like if you're a bad team, I think example like the Steelers game, Seattle won the toss and like they couldn't score. But like for the most part, it's whoever wins the toss.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be it. Like I don't like that. Because if that first team gets a touchdown, that's it, game over.
Yeah, you gotta give the second team a chance, no matter what.
The college rules in it is like it's interesting.
Yeah,
don't they like start at like the other team's 20 and like they get like 4 plays or some shit like that?
I think.
Or is it? I don't know.
There was like
I know that they do something different
a while ago. It was like Virginia Tech and I think North Carolina last year. And it was some interesting rules that like it was pretty cool.
I'm ready for a kicker shootout if it gets to that point. Like if you go through the whole quarter and
that's not a bad idea.
Like
that's not a bad idea.
Well, each kicker give them like a 20-yard field goal, and then like you move it back to 30, and they move it back to 40. And you just keep going until someone in.
Yeah, that's sick.
Until Justin Tucker kicks a 70-yard field goal.
Well, that's how it fucking goes. That's how you show how fucking good you are. I mean, everyone knows how good Justin Tucker is, but for other kickers who are just bombing it, and it happens all the time, but they never really get the chance to show it.
Imagine a Tucker versus Boswell one.
Tucker probably gets that, honestly. Yeah. Boswell would flop on like the 30-yard field goal.
Imagine.
But like fucking if you back up, I'm telling you. Bro, when I went to the game, like, and they talk about it all the time, when they were like doing warm-ups and shit, like dude was kicking it from so far. Like he was literally like on the logo, like just kicking it. And he was probably like 2 for 4.
Yeah, it's a 6.
Like it was just super far. And like I feel like all kickers are, especially like the NFL kickers, because there is a difference between like the NFL kickers and college and whatnot. Like the NFL kickers are like fucking about that, and like they're hitting them all the time, and I feel like they have the ability to just hit like these bombs, and they never really get the chance. They barely get the chance on 4th down now. Like if it's 4th down and you're like in field goal range, like they don't even get the chance to do that anymore. They barely get extra point chance. Like teams are just going for 2. Like people are trying to phase out the kickers, and like it's
a lot of teams are being aggressive. Like my dad always says, the game has changed so much. Like back in the day, like a lot of these like 4th and 1s and 4th and 3s, he said teams would have never gone for it back then. And it's only been like this in the last like 5 years.
Got to give your kickers a chance to show what they're worth. I do kind of get it though, because I mean you're giving your quarterback fucking like $200 million, and then the kicker's making like $200,000. Like. What's your thoughts, Jimmy? Yeah. What's your overtime rules?
My overtime rules is I like how it kind of is right now. I don't believe a team should tie. But so let's do this. Same overtime rules as right now. Both teams have to have a possession to score. If neither team scores or they tie, goes into a shootout afterwards. I like that idea.
I like that. I'm feeling the shootout. Yeah, and although in like the playoffs and shit, that might get really fucking annoying. But
they do it in hockey practically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
Wait. That's sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. But like that, like in the playoffs, what do they do?
In the NFL playoffs?
Yeah. If it's still a tie at the end of the quarter.
Well, actually,
I don't think it's ever gotten to that point. But I think they would theoretically just keep playing.
On hockey, they just keep playing until someone scores. Number 1 year, the Penguins had like 4 overtimes in the playoffs.
Oh no, I'm talking about football.
Yeah, football. I think once it gets past, like if it's not in the regular season, like you don't tie. I think like once it gets past, that first drive, it's whoever scores. So like if that takes another quarter in the playoffs, I think they'll just do that. It's never gotten to that point though. Players like Tim Tebow made sure that they score pretty quickly.
Yeah, that game will.
I'll never forget. That was the first year that they started doing like the new fucking overtime rules, and it literally took more time for the refs to explain and like do the coin toss than it did for the game to end. Unbelievable.
Do you remember what the rules were before that? I don't.
It was just first team to score.
Yep.
Like you could win the coin toss and just kick a field goal and you'd win.
Crazy.
That would be insane. Like, that's even worse.
Yeah. Overall, I'm just not a fan of the overtime rules. I think it should just be like basketball, and they just keep going until someone wins. And but then eventually you could do the kicker shootout, like you said. There is the injury element though. Like football that has a lot more injuries than any other sport other than like hockey.
Yeah.
So there is that element to it, but. Yeah, I think they should just keep going and going, and then if it gets to a point, then yeah, just do the kicker shootout.
I feel in the regular season, like as stupid as it is to have a tie, I mean, they probably imagine it's week 2, and you're fucking playing like some team, and you just for some reason like you guys just can't fucking win, and like here you are getting players hurt, and like in the third overtime, it would just be kind of annoying.
Yeah, so yeah, you could go to a kicker shootout after like the.
How about instead of ties, both teams lose? Because like if you can't beat the Lions in 4 quarters and overtime, I mean
that should be a win for them though. The Lions.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird. They got to change it up. I don't know. And they got to get rid of this taunting rule. Unreal.
Yeah, the taunting rule is very stupid.
Yeah, I don't even know where that came from. Was that because of the Tyreek Hill thing in the Super Bowl? Or like, why did that come up?
I think it was a part of it.
Yeah, I think it was a part of it, but like, I can't tell you why.
I remember
why that's a rule
because it came out of nowhere before the season.
It did. I was either reading or listening about it somewhere, and I forget. But I remember the Tyreek Hill thing definitely had a part in it. Because I don't know. I guess it didn't look good for the.
He did it. You see, I'm sorry, but he has the gloves and like it's like a yellowish on like the inside because that's the Chiefs' colors. But then like the 2 fingers like are like painted, so like he can put his hand up and it still looks like he's doing the thing because like the 2 fingers are colored and like the rest are like the rest of the glove. So he found a way to get away with it. But I mean, just like the storyline of it. So they faced the Bucks in the regular season last year, and then Tyreek Hill fucking gets like a 100-yard touchdown and does it. And then literally that builds up all the way into the Super Bowl, and they finally fucking stop Mahomes and Hill. And like now they get to do it back to I feel like that's just how it works. Yeah. That's how it should work.
Yeah,
that's how it's always worked. But now, I mean, and they're not consistent with it because I've seen some like shit that looked like taunting, and like it wasn't taunting. So I don't know. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers telling the fans that he owns that.
And
like no taunting.
Yeah, so
shit's crazy.
They got to be consistent with it. There's no, like for quote taunting. Taunting is a very, very, very broad term. So there's that. B, there's no way to fairly dish out taunting flags just because like there's going to be so much of it. It's the NFL. It's sports. It's supposed to be competitive and aggressive. Like you can't do it. It doesn't make any sense.
Can't have it in this league. Take that to fucking, I don't know, soccer or some shit. Yo, I feel like they be taunting OD in soccer.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. They don't call it.
Red card.
But yo, real quick, I feel like depending on how long we talked about that taunting thing, and if you're watching the whole podcast and Brenden doesn't edit this out, you get the inside scoop. But I feel like the overtime rules, I could definitely clip that and just have that be a video. And then maybe we talk maybe I can get the taunting in its own video, depending on how long we actually just talked about it. But just throwing that out there so I remember.
In case I don't edit that out, yes, we're still this is still new. We're still figuring this out. So, but yeah. All right, let's move to the Miami Dolphins. Are they trash? What's going on?
They might suck.
Yeah,
Brian Flores, what are you doing?
I thought they were supposed to be good. They went 10-6 last year.
Yeah, but I think
your fans thought that they were supposed to be good.
11-5. I had them. They can't lose. They have to win out for me to be right. I'm sorry, 11-6 with these new rules. They have one more loss. What the hell? The Jaguars? I don't care.
Tua
if it's
played
London.
As well, right?
Yeah, Tua played. Like it wasn't even Tua. Like Brian Flores tweaked at one point. Like I don't know. I forget exactly what he did, but like he made some call that was just like abysmal. I just
Matthew,
what's going on, boys?
Matthew Wright kicked the game winner, and we had him last year against I think Washington, right? When we lost, I think we had him for that game and like maybe another one because I think Boswell's hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kicked the game winner. Jacksonville on their side, I mean, they finally get their win. 21 games removed from the tweet.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to them. Yeah, shout out to Trevor Lawrence, Urban Meyer. He finally gets his win. I mean, I heard early on in the season that like there was talks of him like maybe leaving for the USC job next year. I mean, if he wants to give it up, I think Urban Meyer's had the wildest ride of any NFL head coach of all time. I mean, even looking before the NFL, and it's funny that we're talking about the Jaguars, and the only thing we can talk about is Urban Meyer. But like before the NFL, he was kind of a wild card too in college. Like he was always doing shit. So yeah, dude's crazy, man. But shout out to him. He got his first win. Trevor Lawrence gets his first win. Trust me, I will not watch a Jacksonville game. On purpose, but I've been hearing Trevor Lawrence is looking better. So I mean, shout out to him. James Robinson seemed to have a good game. Maybe it's coming along. Maybe this is the win that sparks a 4-win season.
Yeah, James Robinson was looking all right. Trevor Lawrence was looking good. I was watching that game.
That shit was way too early for me.
And this is more proof that, in my opinion, I know it's Trevor Lawrence's buddy, but I still don't like the ETN pick. You have so many holes. That's a first-round pick. You had to give something else besides Travis Etienne. When you have an 1,000-yard rusher in James Robinson, who people are like, hey, he's not going to... It's looking like he's going to potentially be at that point again. Like, he's really good. You got a good running back. I get the whole 1-2 punch thing because, Chubb and Hunt are eating. But, like, when you're that's if you, like, don't have, like, two other many holes. Like, this is the Jags. Like, they could have used anything else.
That's like a fucking like an extra thing to have, like is having a 1-2 running back punch like that. Because I mean, like you said, with Chubb and Hunt, they had that, and then you look at like the Cowboys, they have Zeke and Pollard. But do you think the Bengals taking Jamar Chase and like that's obviously like Burrow's man's? Like, do you think that had any effect on it? Like, do you think Trevor Lawrence was like, hey, I mean, they took his teammate, why don't you take my teammate?
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah. But yeah, Burrow and Chase are doing really good together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I do. I'll have to say, I think that pick was, even though they could have used Soul probably better. Like, I don't think that was like a tweak pick for the Bengals to take Chase. But
it's certainly working out for them. But Burrow still does need more.
No, I don't watch Trevor Lawrence like religiously like Jags fans, but from what I saw in that game, and I know it's specifically one game, and I've seen other highlights from other games. Trevor Lawrence was looking all right. I mean, he was looking okay. I think he really will be their franchise quarterback. The problem is they need so much more. They need so much more than that.
So much.
And their management's really bad. And as I always say, it starts from the top, and that's why I still don't have any faith in the Browns.
Browns are kind of flopping, but I think we'll get to that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see the game. I haven't really watched much of Jacksonville or who did they play?
Dolphins.
It was Miami. Duh.
It was Dolphins.
Yeah. I haven't really watched much of either, but I mean, shout out to the Jags. They finally won a game. Maybe this is it. Imagine they go to the Super Bowl off this. Yeah, what is that? It's probably like plus fucking
plus
a million.
7,000. Yeah.
Go lock in your bets.
Yeah, Tua 33 for 47, 329 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Jalen Waddle had a good game.
Oh yeah, he really did.
That was a good pick by the Dolphins.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
It wasn't a good pick to trade up for him though.
Yeah, because now
their first round pick, Steven, it belongs to the Eagles.
Oh, that's
and
right.
The Dolphins are like 1 in fucking a million right now.
That's right. But like, okay, let me rephrase that. Jalen Waddle was a good receiver to take.
Weren't they like right there though? Like, couldn't they have taken him where they were at?
Who?
Because the Eagles ended up with Devontae and their pick. Because the Eagles and Dolphins traded with each other. Because I think the Dolphins had what, like the 3rd or 4th pick or something like that.
Last year, they went 10-6.
Cool. The Dolphins?
Yeah.
Bro, I swear that they traded with the Eagles eventually. That's what they were saying. Hold on.
Yeah, because the Dolphins went 10-6 last year, so I don't see how their pick could be that high, unless they already had one in their back pocket from a trade from a while ago or something.
That might have been from that.
I think they might have.
I can see. I don't remember. I think Jalen Waddle is a good receiver, so that's why I'm saying. Like, I thought it was a good pick for them because I like Jalen Waddle. I think he's a good receiver, but that's just me.
Yeah, said they made a trade in March. The Dolphins and Eagles swapped first-round picks, with the Dolphins adding their 2022 first-round selection to Philadelphia without any conditions as a part of the deal.
So they just swapped.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that so the Eagles, right? They had like a high pick, and the Dolphins wanted to trade up to get that pick. So the Dolphins gave them whatever their pick was, and then their first-round pick this year to trade up to get Waddle. And now, I mean, they have Waddle, but they also have 5 losses and 1 win, and they don't have the first-round draft pick. So I guess hindsight is 2020. They were supposed to be much better than what they were at now, so cool for the organization for being aggressive. But it doesn't appear to be working out.
I was just going to say, I think there's more to it than Waddle. I mean, Tua was injured for a while, and they still need other pieces. But
I mean, they don't have their pick. And it's not, of course, it's not on Waddle. I mean, he had a good game, and he can't just change the franchise around himself. But it does suck not having that pick.
Because I remember for the longest time, the Dolphins were short on a receiver. Like, I remember that they were talking about that last season. The Dolphins just didn't have, that
They
receiver.
had Parker's not, number one, but I mean, with if you have a bunch of decent receivers, I feel like that should work out. Because I mean,
like our team. Because
yeah. Honestly, though, then maybe we can talk about this when we talk about the Steelers. But I genuinely think that if Deontay was in a real offense with actual plays, I think he'd be much highly regarded. Because what he does because we literally give him the ball he runs 2 yards, catches it, and then has to either turn it into a 15-yard play or get tackled, or he has the one deep shot a game that's been working. But other than that, he's running 3-yard plays and turning it into fucking 15 yards because we can't ever let the play develop because we're getting sacked. So I think if he was on a better team, I think Deontay would show out. And then with Chase,
now with Juju being injured, he's going to get a lot more targets, and he was already getting a lot of targets before that. So everything all good, Jimmy?
Oh,
he muted. He might just be busy.
What's the because I kind of want to save this Steeler talk for when we get to there. What's the next game?
It's Vikings and Panthers. This went into overtime, and the Vikings come out on top 34-28.
I was just gonna say the Vikings are weird, but I didn't really watch that either.
But yeah, Vikings and Panthers.
The game I did watch was the Ravens and Chargers.
I'll say my prediction here. Going forward, I think the Vikings are on an up and up, but I think the Panthers are on a decline here.
Dude, that game was a heartbreaker for me. That was part of my parlay, and I need the Panthers to win. And they were coming back big time. Sam Darnold was coming up clutch. I forget who the receiver. DJ Moore was coming up big. The other guy was coming up big. I forget his name. They convert the 2-point conversion to set it to overtime, and then in 4 plays, the Vikings are just in. It's crazy.
I think the Vikings, Dalvin Cook wasn't there at the start of the year. And then, I don't know. They just kind of started off slow.
He was for the beginning of the year, then injured for 2 weeks, I think. 2 or 3 weeks.
Dalvin? Yeah, but I don't know. This is just a point about the predictions and Isaiah lore. I'm a Vikings fan. But I don't know. I haven't been picking them, and they've been winning, so I might just keep not picking them,
I'm 2-0.
Keep it going.
In picking the Vikings when you guys did.
When no one else does.
And no one else. I don't think even the Bull and Madden.
I'm not gonna lie, and this once again, will make us look a little better for that game, and then we all took the Browns. Well, besides fucking Jimmy up there, but we took the Browns against Arizona, and when we had recorded that, we didn't know that what's his name Chubb was gonna be out, and then same thing with the Panthers. I thought Christian McCaffrey was coming back. They told me he was coming back. I dropped Chuba Hubbard. Jimmy's fucking there like a snake picks him up. But when I made the prediction, I thought McCaffrey was coming back for that. So
I picked the Cardinals, so that was a good pick for me. But
you picked the Cardinals?
Jimmy picked the
sorry,
Browns.
Jimmy.
Steven picked the Cards.
I picked the Panthers, but
I had picked the Panthers as well. But yeah, I could see the Panthers going down, especially no CMC. Darnold's gonna have to really show out again.
That's my sneeze, Jimmy. I just lost a sneeze. You stole my
sneezes. And then the Vikings. Justin Jefferson is unreal. Like he's so good.
He's really
same.
good.
And then you got Thielen. I think Thielen is like the best number 2 in the fucking league. Because I'm pretty sure when Diggs was there, he was a number 2 as well.
Yeah.
One of them.
Wait, no, they
what do you got? I mean the Bucks got 8 fucking number 2.
And you got AJ Brown and Julio on the Titans.
Yeah.
The Vikings still don't have Kyle Rudolph, right?
Oh, he's on the
Giants.
Oh, he's on the Giants.
Really?
He's been playing too. Because I think Ingram's been hurt. So I'm sure they'll be looking to get that back.
Evan Ingram has 1 Pro Bowl.
You just can't catch. Yo, what is with these tight ends? And like, not like that's your job is to be like the reliable catch guy.
Yeah.
I think. Don't listen to this, and like this isn't gonna make sense. But I feel like Shannon Sharp set tight ends back because now all these tight ends want to be fucking wide receivers and do all this shit. And it's like, your first job 1 is to like be a blocker. But then 2, your first job is to be the reliable guy to, catch the ball on 3rd down and the goal line. You're not supposed to be the guy that's catching the ball and fucking turning it up 30 yards and like doing all this extra shit. And I think that's what happens with Ingram specifically. Mm-hmm. There's another tight end who wears the black and gold who sometimes tries to do a little bit too much as well. But he had a touchdown this last game, so I'm not going to harp on him too much.
Does his last name start with an E and his first name start with an E? Yeah. Oh, does it? Okay. All right. I just lucky guess.
On the flip side of that, though, another tight end in black and gold, I think, has potential to be what you said tight ends are supposed to be good at. Mr. Freiermuth.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about that in my whatchamacallit, the last video I did for the Steelers. I had just forgotten about it. But Freiermuth had a good game, and I've been thinking that we should have been using Freiermuth for a while. I think whenever Ebron had 2 drops in the game, and we were all talking about he shouldn't play anymore. Since then, I feel like Freiermuth should get 5 to 7 targets a game because he's playing the role at where he's gonna make the catch every time, and that's what we need at this point.
How about Zach Gentry?
I mean, he might make the catches, but Freiermuth is better than him.
He had that amazing, 20-yard gain, 10-yard gain, 15-yard gain.
In the last game?
Yeah.
I must have been in the first quarter because we didn't have many more of those after.
Maybe it was in the Broncos game. I don't know. It was one of the 2 games. But I'd like to see more of him.
Is there any other games before Chargers and Ravens?
Nope, that's the next one. Chargers and Ravens. Ravens destroy the Chargers.
That was crazy.
34-6.
I did a 6-team parlay, Steven.
Yeah.
On the 1:00 games, and I got 5 out of 6. And this was the game that did it. I mean, to be fair,
return.
It was like a $10 bet that I got for missing another parlay. FanDuel gave it back to me. But it was $10, and I would have got $150 or something like that. Yeah, but whatchamacallit? I don't know how the Ravens can run the ball as well as they do.
It's crazy. They got J.K. Dobbins injured, Gus Edwards injured, and there's Justice Hill's injured. They got all their running backs are injured.
They're literally using the 2017 Pro Bowl as their running back. They have Latavius Murray, Devontae Freeman, and then Le'Veon, and then you have fucking Lamar running it too. It's crazy. But yeah, they literally ran the Chargers out of the stadium. It was nuts.
They should complete the gauntlet. Give Todd Gurley a call.
Yeah, they should. But even besides that, though, Lamar he's been throwing it really well. I think. Mm-hmm. I think Marquise Hollywood Brown, he's also taking a step up. They just got Rashad Bateman back for this week. I predicted that he was going to be the best receiver in this class. I might have egg on my face for that, but
Mark Andrews is looking really good.
He started off kind of slow because Mark Andrews was Lamar's guy for the past 2 years, and this year he started off kind of slow, but he's been getting more receptions. And
is Hayden Hurst still there?
Nah, he's on the Falcons.
He's Patriots.
Oh.
Falcons. I thought he was on the Falcons, and then I don't know.
I don't think he's on the Patriots. He might not be on the Falcons anymore though. Because
Chargers?
Kyle Pitts, I think he's still on the Falcons. I'm not sure.
Hayden Hurst.
Kyle Pitts had me a game like a couple of weeks ago for fantasy.
The London one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is he still on?
He went crazy.
Oh no, he's on the Falcons. I'm sorry. Yeah, he did go crazy because everyone was hurt, and I don't know why it took them that long to start getting him the ball. I mean, you drafted him with the 4th overall pick as a tight end. That's very high for a tight end. So they definitely should have been doing that. But yeah, like the Ravens, they're looking really good. Their defense is, they look really good against the Chargers, but I think overall their defense is kind of overrated. But like they're the Ravens, so like they're normally always good at defense anyway. And like you have Marlon Humphrey fucking punching the ball out of everyone's fucking shit. It just is, it's working. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens later on in the future. And then the Chargers, I slept on the Chargers in the beginning of the season or in the preseason, like before it started. I wasn't really the highest on them, and then they started balling out. And so I was like, fuck it, I'll take the L. I'll take them this week. Silly me. I don't know. I think they'll have potential to turn around. It was just a bad loss. They weren't ready.
Bad week for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert's a really good quarterback, though. I got a lot of respect for Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good.
Very good. Up and coming. Top 10, maybe even up and coming top 5 pretty soon.
Maybe by the end of this year. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you got Mahomes. Who else? I don't know why I can't think. Mahomes. Josh Allen, I think is better. I'd put Lamar over him. Maybe Kyler. I mean, he's balling this year. I'd put Kyler over him. I'm probably for Aaron Rodgers. Fuck me. I don't know. He might. I think he'll definitely be in the conversation by the end of the year, and he might be top 10 already. I'd have to like look at everything. But I mean, yeah, he's a baller. He's young.
So what happened with those Bills and Titans?
Do we want to get to that now?
Skipping all the way to Monday. Jeez.
I don't think it matters. Like we're talking about games.
Honestly, with the Bills and Titans, the Derrick Henry is just really good. That's really
fucking good.
That's
Josh Allen slipped.
Yeah, he slipped on the quarterback sneak. But other than that, like the Bills pretty much looked exactly the same. I mean, they just happened to get run out of the building by Derrick Henry. Can't really stop that. They definitely should have tried though.
Yeah, their defense let Derrick just run him out of the stadium.
Yeah. Shout out to Micah Hyde though for lining up that tackle 1-on-1. Him and Robert Spillane both getting the Hall of Fame for that. Because I'm a bro. Derrick Henry is fucking insane. Like, dude is 6'3", which for a running back is nuts. Like that's not regular. Mm-hmm. He's probably the tallest running back in the league right now. And then, like, he's like 260 or some stupid shit. Like, dude is huge. I wouldn't want to tackle him either. I see why he fucking does so good. Because I mean, how do you get motivated to go hit that?
That's right. Spillane had that crazy tackle on him, right?
Yeah, at the goal line. That one, like, even that one though, like, because it was so close, Spillane probably didn't even like think. He was just like, I gotta get here because that's my spot. And like by the end of it, he was like, holy shit, I just tackled Derrick Henry. But like in the game yesterday, like Micah Hyde was like staring down Derrick for a while. Like he really saw Derrick coming up to him like, holy shit, like that's Derrick Henry. Wow, he's big. Wow, he's getting close. And then, yeah, he got trucked, but like he did bring him down. So I mean, shout out to him, great play.
Yeah,
but
just hold on to his leg.
Yeah, that's Derrick Henry just ran him out of the building, and then good song. They ran him out of the building, and then Tannehill started completing, open passes, which I mean, Ryan Tannehill, I guess, is good at that.
I was gonna say, I heard Tannehill was having a slow start to the season.
Yeah,
he's been shit. I mean, he was kind of shit last night too, but it worked. So
it feels like they're not using like Julio like they should.
That's right. Isaiah's not a fan of the AFC South.
Why would I be? Bro, they were fucking a 1 yard QB sneak away from them being what, like 2-4, and then the Colts are the same thing. I mean, come on. But yeah, the Titans look all right.
What about your favorite team, the Texans?
What about him?
I mean, I know you're a fan of them, so what's up?
Do you have anything to say nice about them? Because I don't.
You know?
They got smoked.
What did
They
do
got beat up
today?
by the Colts. Like, I mean,
Oh
come
yeah,
on. Like,
31-3 lost to the Colts.
can't get beat up by the Colts.
31-3.
Davis Mills, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Damn, Davis. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Who is this Davis guy? I've never heard of him before.
He's the guy.
He's
man.
just a rookie
guy.
that really shouldn't be starting.
He really shouldn't be playing. And like, he has no one to like. He has no one on his. This is bad. Like honestly, like, if he never plays again, it's the Texans' fault because he might have been able to do something, but just getting thrown out there now, it's not working.
Yeah, 3rd round pick. He came out of Stanford.
Damn.
He still shouldn't be playing yet.
I mean, yeah, he's on the Texans.
If you're not in the first round, you shouldn't be starting your first year. That's my opinion as a quarterback.
I agree, and like I said, he's on the Texans. So
Early second round, maybe, depending on the situation and the quarterback.
He's only what happened? Is Bridgewater benched or is he hurt? Is it Bridgewater?
Do you mean Tyrod?
Yeah, I'm racist.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, but is Tyrod hurt?
Yeah, Tyrod.
Did they like break another one of his ribs?
I'm pretty sure the team doctor stabbed him again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that's another thing. Like, speaking of Bridgewater, like, I don't get the whole like he's on a decline thing. Like, if we bring up his stats, like 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 101 QBR.
I think. Specifically,
really good.
Specifically for our game, he really didn't look good up until the fourth quarter. And we do have a alright defense, so I can't really speak for the other games, but I noticed that.
But like I've heard that like that he's on a quote decline. I don't see it. Like
I don't know what they expect from him. I mean, he is at best At best, Teddy is like I think an average starter, right? Which I'm not trying to like. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
I would even say he's an above average.
But like, yeah, that's his ceiling, and like, he's at this point like he's like a transitional quarterback kind of guy. He's not supposed to like be fucking turning up.
Teddy?
Yeah.
Edward.
I think Teddy would do good with the Steelers.
I kind of wanted him as like a transitional guy. I don't think he'd be bad enough to lose us games, and I think he's good enough to just make the passes that are there.
I think he'd be better than Mason or Dwayne.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
Way better.
Is he on a 1-year deal?
I'll tell you in a sec.
2 or 3.
Teddy Bridgewater.
The Broncos still got someone after him though, because Drew Lock isn't cutting it.
His
biggest issue when he was in Minnesota was he couldn't throw the deep ball. He could throw it, but he really didn't have anyone to throw it to, really. But with Johnson, Claypool, Najee, like, he should be good.
Theodore Edmund Bridgewater Jr. is on a 3-year contract starting in 2020. So he's got 1 more year after this with the Broncos.
We'll probably figure something out before then.
Because they trade him from the Panthers, and the Panthers signed him to a 3-year, $63 million contract.
Nice.
Yeah, that was no.
Shout out to Teddy's agent.
But they don't have to pay it anymore, so.
Only way for what's his
but
name, John Elway to throw a Bridgewater right now if he finds a 6'7" quarterback.
Yeah, that's what he wants. I think they take Big Ben right now for Bridgewater. The Broncos and Elway would love a Big Ben kind of guy. It's fucking huge.
But speaking of like, what is like Tyrod Taylor? I swear he always gets the start for like that. Tyrod Taylor is literally the transitional quarterback. He always gets the start, and then somehow he always ends up getting injured. It's so weird with Tyrod.
Yeah, if Davis Mills was any good, it'd happen again.
Yeah.
I mean, they like when he was playing, the Texans were all right. They were putting up points. They weren't getting left on 3. But yeah, he ended up getting hurt.
Left on a donut like last.
Oh
they
yeah,
put up,
they scored 3 points in 2 weeks. It's tough.
Wait, Tyrod's 32. Wow.
I
Yeah,
feel
he's
so
been-
sorry for
wow.
Texans fans.
Huh?
Where they were, I feel so sorry for them.
Yeah, they were like right there.
Dude, Tyrod Taylor in 2015 with the Bills, 3K yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 picks, 99 passer rating, 64 completion percentage.
And made
That's-
the playoffs.
And that's really good. And then the next year it was more of the same, a little less. And then the next year, more of the same, and then a little less. So I see why the Bills got rid of him, because if you look like he is starting to if you look at his stats, it is a slow decline. But I mean, it's something like terrible. Plus,
Yeah,
back
I just don't think like
plus
even
back
when
then, the Bills didn't really have the greatest team.
even when like he was making the playoffs that year and like doing good. I mean, I like we've seen his ceiling, and I don't know why people keep getting like these unrealistic expectations about it.
Yeah.
Like we've seen how good he is.
Well,
If you ever want to
wait,
know your
what-
own ceiling, just look up in your own house.
Nice.
Whatever happened to Sam Bradford?
He's doing commentary, I think now.
Is he?
Didn't he go
Yeah.
somewhere and was like
Does-
trash like before
doesn't
The
he-
Eagles.
I heard.
Eagles.
I heard he works for Ford.
Like, oh, okay. Well, since Steven decided to make a joke and interrupt the entire flow of the podcast, I'm gonna go pee. I gotta pee.
No.
I will be quick.
Dude, he looked promising in his third year. His first 2 years were really shaky. His third year, he looked okay. 3,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, 13 picks, 59.5 completion percentage, and 83 QBR. But then the next year, he got hurt, and he was looking really good. And then he was out for 2 seasons, and that was it, really. Oh, no, that's right. Yo, wait, that's right. Minnesota, 2016 season, 72% completion, 3,900 yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 picks, 99 QBR. That's really good. And then the next year, he got hurt. So that's what kept happening.
And look at Isaiah dancing when we're talking about Sam Bradford getting hurt. Look at this classless man.
Isaiah, what do you think of Sam Bradford?
1 sec. Oh, I'm not muted. LOL. I thought I was muted. What is there to think?
Like,
Yeah,
he
he had a good start, but injuries and the Rams
Injuries.
being in St. Louis, transitional.
But
Not
yeah,
a good time.
that 2016 season on the Vikings was really good.
Was that when he got replaced by Keenum, or was that 17?
That was
that was
17.
that was 17 because 17 he got hurt in game 2. But 16, like I said, 72% completion, 3,900 yards, 20 TDs, 5 picks, 99 QBR.
We need to go get not we, but a team needs to go get Christian Ponder back. Do you remember him? He
I
was like the
don't.
Vikings quarterback for a little bit. He was
Oh,
when
he's
they
really
had
great.
They
what's his
probably
name?
pondered the decision to release
pondered the
him.
decision to release him. Yep. When they had Favre, and then they went from Favre to Tavares Jackson / Ponder,
That's a far reach.
and then we're gonna do this.
You can't pee now. You can't escape.
I could go pee again.
Alright, I think it's time to talk about this. Chiefs and football team. The Chiefs beat the football team 31-13, but that's not the story here. Patrick Mahomes'
story?
brother, Jackson Mahomes,
Oh my gosh, he's an idiot.
does a TikTok dance on Sean Taylor's number memorial.
And didn't he like throw? Yeah, that's right. He like didn't he like
L, because he was doing a dance, and like the dance requires like an L, and so
no. Didn't Pat Mahomes' brother like throw like water?
Oh, that's
yeah.
Really?
the Baltimore game. Yeah, the
Yeah.
fans are and he poured water on him because he's fucking toxic.
His brother's a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, it seems
Pat's gotta get him under control, man. That's what happens when you get fame, man. Your
It's
family
not
gets out
even
of
his
control.
fame. Like,
Bro, so you gotta keep your family in check, bro.
He claims that they were told to stand here, and the roped off.
they were told to stand in the roped off fucking area with the guy's number in it, and even on the slightest chance that they were actually told to stand once again inside the roped off.
Time out. They were actually, because that's where the VIP stand for every game.
Directly inside the blocked off area?
Yes.
Or, I mean, that's
they
stupid.
put the box off area with the VIP stand. So that's why everyone was standing on it. It wasn't just him, it was everyone.
Okay, so even if they were told to stand there, and just to nip that in the bud real quick, they probably shouldn't have had the people stand there. I mean, it's literally roped off with the number. Like, it's pretty much a grave. Like, you shouldn't have people stand there. But if they were told to stand there, I still don't think that he should have then decided to start dancing.
Yeah.
And also, a person is filming him, which I think is Mahomes' wife, who people also don't like for some reason. I don't really get that either. Too. Oh, is she? Okay. So yeah, I think she's like his cameraman. And
what was she thinking? Like, you gotta keep these people under control, man. Like I said, when you get that kind of fame, you gotta keep your family in check. Shit's crazy.
I just think, a simple little, hey, what are we doing right now?
Like you're representing, because they're representing him, so he should be like, yo, y'all are repping me. We can't be doing this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, once again, like it was an entire field. He could even went on the logo and danced on like in the middle of the field because apparently that's a thing. I don't know. I guess some people like to dance on logos. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never seen it, but
never. Yeah, right, Jimmy. Never. Right, never. Never.
If Juju is still playing this year, I wish he did that exact dance on the Chiefs logo when we play.
Yeah, that was crazy. Jackson Mahomes should chill. I mean, go ahead, keep doing the TikToks, but let's refrain from doing them on roped off areas.
And let's refrain from pouring water on people, like in this. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Were they like were they like talking shit to him because the Ravens won and he got pissed off?
Yeah. But he's probably talking back too. He's Jackson Mahomes.
Actually, I want to see that.
You still don't do that though. You still don't just pour fucking liquid on people.
I'm gonna watch this video because it would be hilarious if he. I'm assuming the guy or whoever reported on him was not happy that he got the shit poured on him.
Actually, they were like,
so. They were
happy about.
I was gonna say I assume they quickly exited after that.
They did quickly exit, but the dudes were just like happy the Ravens won.
They're probably happy they got him pissed.
Yeah.
Back from home, salty brother pours.
So imagine Jackson Mahomes danced on something like that Dan Rooney thing.
Yeah.
He'd get killed with terrible tails.
He'd get killed. They'd hang him with the terrible tails.
Oh, he just dumped it on him.
Yeah. He's a douchebag. He's a fucking pussy and a douchebag for that.
What? Right? Yo, he was out.
He's a pussy, bro.
He said, "Oh, word."
Bro, I hate Jackson.
Yeah. Someone's got to get Jackson under Mahomes. They got to get him under control, man. And honestly, like as shitty as it is for Pat, because the Chiefs aren't doing the best this year.
Bro. So he's making him even look worse.
I'm sure Pat, he really doesn't want to have to deal with this. So if someone else could, inform Jackson, hey, just chill. I think we can.
You're making your brother look bad.
Yeah.
There is a conspiracy out there.
Oh God.
That Dan Snyder, to get the heat off the Washington football team with all these emails and all this investigation and whatnot, paid Jackson Mahomes to do that.
Is that an actual conspiracy?
People are saying
that's so funny.
Because the whatchamacallit, like them doing the number thing, like it came out of nowhere. Because I mean, Sean Taylor was really good at football, and It probably should have happened a while ago, and it never
Long
did.
time ago.
And then fucking the moment that they, come under scrutiny for all this shit, they're like, hey, guys, by the way, come to the game today because we're going to retire Sean Taylor's jersey. So, it's all
We're going to tell Jackson Mahomes and all the VIP
go
to
stand
right there. Like, the way they handled that was abysmal.
Bro, they probably didn't tell him to, like, dude, they probably, put him there and they were like, watch, he can't help himself. And they knew it was coming, man. That's
unreal.
That's crazy. Jackson, if you're listening to this, don't do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say overall point, Jackson, you need to chill.
Fuck you.
Should we make that a? What'd you say?
Wait, what happened?
I was gonna say, are we gonna make this video, and then Brenden decides to end it with "fuck you, Jackson."
we can make that video. Yeah.
Jackson Mahomes, a video. Yeah.
Jackson. What else happened?
Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears.
Yeah, that was very disrespectful.
You. Packers win 24-14.
Not just I own you. I've owned you my entire fucking life.
Because the Bears fans were.
Yeah, they were flipping the bird. They were heckling. Something though, this is a point about the last year's NFC Championship. Aaron sure does love to scramble the ball. Besides, that one play in the playoffs, he did it to us. He did it to the Bears just now. But I mean, that's right there, and like that's what makes football is like Aaron can do a play like that and like then just talk shit to the fans. Now imagine if they throw a flag and negate that. Like that's so stupid.
And that's what I'm saying. They're not consistent with that taunting rule, because if that's not taunting, what the fuck is?
But I think it's like because you can do all types of celebrations like when you score, because I don't think anyone's getting flagged. Besides like unless it's super excessive and whatnot. But like they just recently stopped flagging people for celebrating the end zone, but now they're flagging people for like making other plays that aren't touchdowns. So.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it makes no sense.
I don't know. They should. The refs have been terrible this year too. Yeah. Besides that, like the refs suck.
Officiating has really gone downhill like over the years, and it's getting like on an all-time low.
Actually, unpopular opinion, believe it or not, I was going to say something good about the refs. I actually like when they take their time to like make a decision. You hate that? That's a good thing.
I hate it when it's killing momentum, and I hate it when it's obvious. Like when we can all see what happened.
Yeah.
Like they'll take like literally like 5-10 minutes to go over a play that like we see one in real time, and then two like we can see it on the big board. It seemed like I feel like they're taking a little long.
Yeah, but you got to put yourself in their shoes though. Like they're in a completely different perspective than we are.
They're getting the same angles. I mean, besides like when they call it live. Then
we're seeing it from the sky cam. They're seeing it from.
Well, I'm talking about like when they're doing the replays, because like they show the replays on the big board, and then you hear the fans boo or like yay, like when it's depending on the play, and like we see it happening.
You can't go with the fans to go though, because the fans are gonna boo whatever call. But.
Well, okay, but I'm saying like when they show us the replay after the play happens, and like the commentators are talking about it, like we can see it happening. We can see if it was a catch or not a catch. But like the refs are sitting here taking 5 to 10 minutes to really do this shit. I don't know. I feel like it slows it down. But like at end of a game and like it's a crazy play that could go either way, I can see that. But like, dude, they're doing this for like second quarter fucking 15-yard gains that like it's taking forever. They gotta hurry it up. And once again, like especially like when we're literally seeing the replays as they're watching it. Like we can see what's going on.
I'm not even talking about those ones, but like I'm talking about like if there was I don't know, if there was a late pass interference call, or if there was a late holding call, or a late, roughing the pass or whatever, like they'll discuss it for a little bit, and then they'll drop the flag. And it's a late flag, but I like that because even if it does kill momentum, like they got a call right. So me personally, I'm for it, but
I don't like them like if they don't call it then randomly calling it after they've talked to each other. I think that's pretty stupid.
After the player was like,
really?
Come on, man.
Like after the play is over, like literally the play is already over, the teams are moving up, and then like all of a sudden they throw the flag like 20 seconds after. Okay. I feel like because if we're gonna have human refs, then you gotta account for the human error, and like if they miss the call, that's a human error. I don't think that they should be able to fucking wait until like both teams are set again and then throw out the flag, hold up the play, and then go look at the replays for literally like fucking 10 minutes when in the first replay we saw, hey, he caught it. Like both feet down, ball secure, we see it. Why are they taking so long to, either overturn or confirm the catch?
Right, but once again, that's us seeing it though. They're not seeing it from our perspective. They're not seeing it from a sky cam. They're not seeing it from the angles that we
No,
see it
Steve,
from.
I'm not talking about live. I'm talking about like the replays that they're showing us. The refs
Oh
get the
yeah,
same replays.
yeah.
It's not like we get like this special access like in the replay booth. I'm sure the refs have even better angles than us. Like if we can see it off the like literally the first replay, like hey, let's see if he got the ball down. You hear the commentator, there's Jim Nantz. There's 1, there's 2, ball secured. That's a catch. Like their commentary saying it, like we're seeing it live, but like the refs are taking forever to actually make the call. That's what I don't like. Like it's cool that they're going back and reviewing it, but let's speed the game up. Like what are we doing right now? Games are taking forever.
And if they don't have better angles, then that's a shame. It's 2021.
Yeah, they should have better angles as well. If they don't want to show us the angles, that's cool. But like the refs should be able to.
I get that. I get that, but I'm saying like my point is like separate from that. Like I'm talking about something separate. I'm just saying like when you're doing it like in real time and you're like on the ground with them and you have to do it from a in-person first person perspective. Like that's a whole different ball game. So I don't know. I feel like
football.
In my opinion, I feel like people just have to put yourself in their shoes. Trust me, there's a lot of calls that I don't like. I'm not denying that, but I don't know. I'm me personally, probably unpopular opinion, but I'm fine with that. I like it. If they get the call right, then take the time. Me personally, I don't care.
A lot of the time, they take all this time and get the call wrong.
Yeah,
that happens a lot. So that's another thing. Like, why are you taking this long and you make the wrong call? But I mean,
I'm for them taking the time, but at least make the right call.
I was gonna say I actually don't know like the stats on that, or like I mean, I don't know I don't know if there's like actual stats on that because like then it's all subjective. But
if it's an actual hard thing to look at, then yeah, take your time. But if it's like obvious, like which like
and that's what I'm saying. Like with the like if we can see it off the first replay,
yeah,
that like he's clearly in bounds, clearly a catch, or whatever.
Because I agree with Isaiah. I hate when it's an obvious call and we take 5 to 10 minutes to like finally make that obvious call, or worse, we go against the obvious call and we just waste nothing. Like it's almost halftime. I'm trying to take the halftime poop. Like I'm
the halftime poop
because I gotta go to the bathroom and like, I want to see this game and
that's right because you poop like 3 times a day.
That's not true at all. I poop like once a day. You poop every like once a week.
Like twice a week, yeah.
See, no, like that. You have to go more than that.
Dude, I've been doing that like my entire life. I'm chilling, man.
Anyway.
Dude, I swear you pooped like 3 times our first day going down to DC. I know it was at least twice. I'm pretty sure it was 3.
It was twice. Some days it'd be like that, but
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
I'll be lucky to shit 3 times in 10 days.
That's sad.
That's not sad, man.
That something's wrong with you.
No, bro, it's been like that my entire life. And I'm chilling. My intestines are great.
You need a good clean out, an intestinal clean out. But the Browns, speaking of cleaning out shit, they might need to clean out because they got
they're looking pretty brown.
They got a bunch of injuries.
They lost to the Cardinals 37-14. The Cardinals remain undefeated. Baker, I just found out today, has pretty much the same stats as Big Ben, with the best O-line in football, one of the best running backs in football, the best 1-2 punch in football.
And
Baker is hurt though, right?
He is hurt.
Okay.
He's like did something to his shoulder like twice.
Everything hurts.
Yeah. I'm not just saying this like as a Steelers fan because I know folks will call bias, but once again, I've never been on the Baker train.
Me neither.
I
liked him as a personality. I love his commercials, but as a quarterback, I never saw the hype in him. I still don't.
He's a backwards hat guy. You don't like them? You don't like backwards hat guys? What's going on?
Yo.
I like him.
I think he's all right.
believe in him.
He's trash. I'm kidding. He's not trash,
There
but
it is.
he's just not. He's definitely the weaker. He's like the Terrell Edmonds of their offense. Like he can do his part, but like they could use an upgrade.
Yeah, it's not a bad comparison. It's not
Maybe
bad.
maybe they'll get Russell Wilson.
Maybe they'll get Deshaun Watson.
I'd kill myself.
That would not be fun.
I'd just be.
Deshaun Watson gets Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry.
If they get
David-
Watson, they might have
David
to include
Njoku.
Odell in the trade, like a first. If they get Watson, they might have to. They might include Odell in the trade. Maybe.
I don't think Odell will include himself. He'll fuck that whole trade up.
Yeah,
Pull
I'm not
AD.
going.
I'll retire.
Yeah.
That's literally what happened.
Yeah.
There's no shot he goes to no. I'm under contract. Fuck you. You're not trading me. No. I'll retire right now. And then Houston will be like, well, we're not going to get OBJ, so we don't accept.
AB should have went to the Bills. Actually, no, because the Bucks won the champ. Yeah. Why do I
He's-
keep no?
he's fine
Dude,
where he's at.
why do I keep forgetting that he's on the Bucks? That's literally been a thing with me, Mike,
He's been killing this year, though.
for the last year. I just keep forgetting that he's on the Bucks. But yeah,
Could forget that Mike Evans is on the Bucks.
I have him on my
I
fantasy
think Tom
team.
Brady
AB.
forgets that Mike Evans is on the Bucks.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
Jameis forgot, too. I feel like I don't know, because Mike Evans, he ends up with all right stats, but I don't know, it seems like every time I watch, this dude never gets the ball
Yeah.
for how good he
Same.
is.
Same.
And I get extra frustrated because he's on my fantasy team and he's been for 2 years. I keep spending these high round picks on him because they hype him up and then he just he has these 3-point weeks. It's like, dog, come on.
I'm fine with that, man. AB's doing me well in fantasy.
Very
You right,
good
Jimmy?
insight, Jimmy. On the other side of this game, the Cardinals still undefeated.
JJ Watt,
Davion Clowney. Kind
of
of spoiling stuff for the future a little bit. If we look at their schedule, I would like to see where a possible L could be. Next up, they got the Texans, and
They should do that.
they should do that. Then next up, this is kind of where I'm leaning towards it. First off, they got the Packers.
That should be a good game.
That should be a good game. I think that might be their L. Maybe. 49ers, maybe. Divisional game. They should win that. They already got one on them, but it was a close one. It was a 17-10 game. 49ers might pull that out. Panthers and Cardinals. Cardinals should have that. Cardinals and Seahawks. They should have that if Russ is still, if it's still Geno Smith. But this is a couple weeks down the line. It might be. If it's Russ, that maybe. If it's not, I don't know. Cardinals and Bears. Cardinals should have that. Rams and Cardinals. That's another contender for an L because
They beat them the first time, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not seeing a sweep there. Cardinals and Lions. Imagine. Dan Campbell
That would be.
be so hype. But no, they should have that. Colts and Cardinals. Cardinals should have that. Cowboys and Cardinals. Interesting. And then they end the year with the Seahawks. Depending on benching, maybe. That should definitely be. I don't know. We'll see about that. But that's their schedule.
Yeah, I could see the either if they don't lose the Packers game, then maybe the Rams game,
Yeah.
or maybe they just fucking go.
Yeah, this could be a
Just
good
keep
team
winning.
here. Could they beat our 11-0?
In week prior to Devin Bush injury, yeah, I think it'd be a good game. But after that, we kind of started falling apart, and then once Bud was gone too, I think we fell off the rails. So maybe, but I think if we face them with our week 4 team, maybe not. But by week 13, 14, I think they got us.
I kind of meant would they go 11-0, but that's also a good conversation.
Oh, so just fuck me then.
No.
Fuck whatever, that's cool.
I just make it.
That's
No.
You could stop me, you know. You could have just been hey Isaiah, shut the fuck
I
up.
didn't
That's not
actually
I
know what
meant.
you were saying at first, though.
Hey Isaiah.
What's up?
Shut the fuck up.
So you don't deserve that. That's why I didn't say that. But moving on to interesting game that went into overtime: Cowboys and Patriots. Bringing back the taunting for like the third time today. At the end, CD got like kind of shoved out of bounds near the end zone, and he was kind of like staring down, like waving to the defender, like waved in his face. It didn't get called. The NFL posted it for like the overtime win, and they took it down because they knew it contradicted it, and people got called out about it.
CD should probably watch a CD on how to not taunt.
That one hurt. That one hurt. That was a good one.
It was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Mac Jones looked pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like the Patriots are weird. Like, I feel like games like this, like I expect them to be blown out because they just almost lost to the Texans. But I think games like this prove that Bill Belichick still like is there and has it to some degree. But I think games like last week, even though it was just the Texans and they won, proves that they're still a beatable team. So they're interesting.
Do we face them this year?
We do not.
Nice.
Jimmy, what do you think of the Patriots?
They're rebuilding. Belichick's there, so you have to worry about that. But they're like a top 15 team.
Top 15.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I would say 20.
Not to spoil anything, but
At
like
18.
I did my power rankings, and just for the hell of it, I did my top 12, just for honorable mentions, and unless they make it that last 3, I don't know. Top 20, I'd say, as well.
And they're near 20.
Would you put us over the Patriots?
Yes.
Dude, I don't know, man. Bro, we cannot move the ball past the second quarter, bro. We just can't.
I'm putting us over the Patriots.
We're close. It's close.
I think we have better wins, so maybe by that. But
and a better record by 1.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be a game. I think we could definitely lose that if we played.
That would be a game. That would be like a fucking 9-16 or some shit. That'd be something. But if our defense was playing a little better than it is, I would say yeah. But we don't even have that to fall back on anymore. We just let Geno Smith and fucking all Alex Collins run all over us. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, very. We'll see.
We're just because the Patriots. I'm sorry to interrupt. It seemed like you were about to start, Brenden.
That's okay.
They just lost Brady and they got their guy Mac, but I feel like we're kind of in a similar position of trying to win while also rebuilding at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very similar teams now. It feels like we were better, but now we're not. Not to compare the Patriots to us because they had way more Lombardi success, but that's neither here nor there. Their old quarterback, though, Cam Newton, apparently he made a video saying he's kind of trying to get back. There was some drama about him and the vaccination. He's a vax now, and he's saying he's trying to come back. And there was a conversation where he could potentially come back to
New England? Or you're saying
anywhere.
Okay, you're saying two as in TOO and not TO.
Was that the suspicion? He wasn't on a team because he wasn't vaccinated?
No, it was just I think he was kind of coming up. There was potentially a Kyrie situation coming with him, and New England wasn't having it, and he just wasn't worth the risk. I didn't think he was worth without the risk. No offense to Cam, but he didn't have the best year last year, so I think that's why they moved off him.
So
he's definitely a backup at this point.
So it was because of that.
It was a mix of that and Bill Belichick just wanting to play Mac.
Yeah.
He didn't want to play Cam. They only got Cam last year because they had no other options.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think if he wasn't getting picked up because he wasn't vaxxed, then he definitely should get picked up. Look at the Texans.
Yeah.
No offense to Davis Mills, but I'll take Cam.
I don't
But
think
at this point, he's definitely a backup, and like this, they like created some shit too in New England with like, if Cam Newton or if Mac plays and Cam Newton's the backup, like that's gonna cause controversy and whatnot. Like I feel like all that shit is just made up. Like if you establish that he's the backup and he establishes that he's the backup, like he wants to be in the role and whatnot, then like it should be fine. Fans are gonna fucking chant for it, but I don't see Cam coming out and being like, yeah, I should be playing, like I should be the starter, and I feel like that's how they're framing it.
See, I don't think Cam wants to be a backup. Like I don't think Cam would settle for that.
And he won't play. He got vaccinated, so he clearly wants to play, or he wants to be on a team. So
some people are saying Seahawks, maybe.
Well, I was going to say at least teams that require it. But.
Seahawks, Texans, I can see him going there.
I think Texans, because in the Seahawks they're going to get Wilson back, and I just for Cam wise, like the Seahawks might be a better team to like show his stuff for a couple weeks, but the Texans looks like a more long term option.
I was going to say if he really didn't want to get vaccinated, like, he could have just went to the Texans, because I know they're not requiring it. So I don't know what's going on with him, but.
We're in that conversation again. The Steelers.
I don't know. That'd be dumb.
I'm not with it.
Wait, what?
Cam to the Steelers. People bringing us up.
Like we might as well just start either Mason or Dwayne if we're gonna do that. Like, because once again, like if Cam is the better option between Mason and Dwayne, like if we're down to Mason and Dwayne, we're not trying to win anymore, right? Like. Whether it's because of a Ben injury or he gets benched, like because we don't want him to get hurt, I don't know. Like at that point, we're not trying to win games anymore. So like, why would we get a quote unquote better option at quarterback than them this year? Next year, if we want to just fucking try it and have a camp or some shit with him, then whatever. But I feel like for this year, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna rot in free agency this entire season?
Maybe. If he's like really making it known that like, yeah, I'm not gonna be a backup and all this shit, then maybe. But I don't know. I don't see that. Like I haven't seen him. Like I've just from what I've seen him like talk about, like whether it's his like posts or like him on podcasts, like he said he was like open to being a backup, and
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's the truth or not.
I didn't hear that.
It is very hard to read what he types sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. Why does he type like it looks like your phone's getting hacked? Like why?
I don't know.
But yeah, I didn't hear him say that, because like obviously I don't know Cam personally, but like from what I've seen of him and from the vlogs I've watched of him, like to me he just doesn't come across as the dude that would easily take a backup spot. I don't know, but if he said that, then yeah,
Well, I think everyone wants to play, and when you're Cam Newton and you had like that, you've been to a Super Bowl and like you've
MVP,
been starting and
multiple
all
Pro
that,
Bowls,
yeah, and you
like I'm sure he wouldn't be happy about it, but like I'm saying, like I don't think he's gonna like make it a problem that he's the backup.
I think
he's not gonna be. If anything, like it would be on the fans, because that's what happened with Tebow. Like fucking the fans, like as soon as the quarterback did bad, they went Tebow. Like I don't know, like unless the fans do that, then that's out of your control. But Cam's not gonna go on like a fucking Instagram spree, like, hey, our current quarterback, who's playing over me, sucks. Take him out. Like I don't see that happening.
No, I don't. He wouldn't do that, but I don't know.
Texans, if you want him, go get him.
At first, I was thinking like if a team came up to him and said, "Yeah, be our backup." At first I'm thinking like, okay, there's no way he accepts that. But if he said that on that podcast, then I changed my mind.
I think last year, like before he even went to New England, he was probably on that type of timing. Like I'm not going to be a backup. But now, like his options have clearly weighed thin.
Yeah.
Reality's checked in. I'm sure he would do it. Bro, like, and just the optics of it. Like, how is Cam Newton not on a roster right now? Like, granted, he's not a starter, or if I don't know, I don't want to get into that, but he should be at least be on a roster, and we'll see what happens. Texans, Davis Mills is the GOAT, but I mean, if you want to give it a try, you might as well. You guys got nothing else going on. Might as well sell some jerseys, sell some tickets. No one's coming to see Davis Mills. They'll come to see Cam though.
Overall point: Cam Newton should be on a roster. Period.
Get him on a team. Make it happen. What's next up?
Next up, we only have since we already hit Bills and Titans, we only have 2 games left. The next ones are Steelers, but before that, the Raiders and Broncos. Raiders without John Gruden rallied together and beat the Broncos 34-24.
That was surprising to me. I did not think the Raiders were going to pull that off, especially after what just happened to Gruden. And, the Broncos were home.
Was John Gruden holding them back?
Could have been, man. I just...
Probably not.
Yeah, and because of fantasy, I need them to get the ball to Darren Waller more. So, I mean, if you guys can keep doing that and winning also, that'd be nice. But, I mean, yeah, shout out to them. They got the win. Who do they play this week?
They play.
Because I mean, right now the AFC West is still open. If the Chiefs are 3-3, they'll probably go on a tear, but it is still open at this point.
They play the Eagles.
They can get that's a winnable game.
Yeah, that's a win. Yeah.
I wouldn't say a win, but a winnable game. Yeah, because the Raiders be Raidering all the time.
That's true. I'll change that. It's a winnable game. Yeah. But the Broncos, that was surprising. I was not expecting that.
The Broncos are falling off.
The Broncos are gonna have. I think they're gonna have to by next year they're gonna have to try to make a trade for a guy like either a Rodgers or something because they've been they have a solid team. They've had a solid team and they keep keep playing games with Drew Lock and no offense to Teddy Bridgewater, but they're ready now, or they're supposed to be. That was their thought, kind of like the Dolphins. That's why they traded up and traded their pick next year because they're trying to win now. And so this year again they're kind of flopping. They're gonna have to make a big move or something.
Yeah, dude, they really haven't had a quarterback in 5 years. It's crazy. Who they've been cycling? Trevor Siemian.
Yeah.
Then they had
who was Siemian the guy when Manning wasn't there? For the end of the regular season.
I think that was Osweiler.
It was Osweiler.
Well, they tried Osweiler after Manning. He didn't work. Then they tried Siemian. Or wait, was it?
I think
I don't know.
Osweiler played for the season we lost and Toussaint fumbled. Yeah. That season, Osweiler finished the year because Manning got hurt, and then I think Osweiler was actually doing all right, and so they just let him finish out the year. And then in the playoffs, Peyton came back, and then they probably tried to the next year probably tried to give it to Osweiler to take over.
I think he went to the Texans.
I was gonna say,
and then he came back.
I think he got traded, and then he came back. So it went Siemian, then Osweiler, then they tried Drew Lock, and now they're trying Bridgewater. Oh no, wait, they had a Keenum there. Remember they had Keenum?
Yeah, and they beat us. Yeah,
they've been cycling. They've been cycling through quarterbacks. They got Siemian, Osweiler, Keenum, Bridgewater, and
Paxton Lynch.
Paxton Lynch never really played for them, but that's right. Paxton Lynch never played a what?
He still started the game.
Did he? I don't think he did. Well, I mean,
first round pick. I would hope so.
But I'm saying no, I don't think he did. I think that was the problem. I think I think that was the whole thing. Hold on.
He's 12.
I know he was a first round pick, but I don't think he played. Oh no, he started 5 games, or he started 4 games in 2 seasons.
Yeah,
but still for a first round pick, that's crazy.
Terrible.
I think that's kind of like Rosen. They just saw it. He's not it.
They should go get Rosen.
Yeah.
But anyway,
chance.
But anyway, the point though is that the Broncos have been cycling through quarterbacks like crazy. Yeah. Drew Lock is the other one I forgot about. Yeah.
They got some options. They can try for the Watson. They could try for Rodgers, or maybe just trade up for a first round pick and get it this year. Maybe I don't know. They just need a quarterback.
Kenny Pickett to the Broncos. What happened?
You talk about Watson? Is that legal?
It's still in court.
I don't know what's happening with that, but
it's the guy. I think he's they're awaiting trial or whatever. I don't know.
I
And then the
heard they
NFL is
said,
going to act accordingly.
you don't really know if he's on the team or not. He walks the halls, but no one knows who he is.
No one
Wait,
knows
what?
who he
What?
is.
No, so Watson walks like the stadium or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he's showing up?
People actually don't know who he is.
He's going to the stadium and like doing shit?
Like practice and like lifting.
But he's not playing. Son, he's being so disrespectful. Trade him.
He's not lifting or anything. He'll just like walk the halls.
He'll just
move out.
His presence being there is enough. Like that's disrespectful. Like you're gonna say, granted, I don't think he was like before this. The shit all came out with the massage and whatnot. I think he was still gonna like not play, and like I don't think he's like in trouble like with the NFL yet. He'll probably will, when this is all settled and whatnot. But like I think he's not playing because like he doesn't want to. But like the fact that he's like showing up to the building and whatnot, that's crazy.
The Texans gave him the whole pass.
That's not. They should revoke his. Like they should change the code on him because either you're here or you're not here. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Why isn't it working?
They're gonna slap a suspension on him. They're gonna slap a 4 to 8 game suspension on him, whatever it may be. If he gets acquitted, they're gonna slap a 4 to 8 game suspension on him. But hey, John Gruden says a couple things in an email, and that's it. So
multiple emails.
They should definitely.
My bad. Oh yeah,
they should definitely try to trade him.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple emails.
They should definitely try to trade him if they can.
The NFL needs to like.
Just saying,
the NFL needs to start being consistent.
Emails, well, fuck. Just saying.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, how about we start looking through everyone's emails? Like,
Look through my emails.
Yeah, I don't email people. Honestly,
I don't know why people are still emailing.
I don't either. But I'm just saying, like, all these people who are criticizing him, they definitely email, and I'd love to search through their emails, see what they say.
Like, when if I look through your Discord, like, find that your Discord says some messed up stuff about. Like, come on.
I never really talked through Discord.
The party
those are recorded,
yeah.
and I was like 12 years old, not a grown ass man.
Right, but all these grown ass men say some like terrible stuff. Like Randy, once again, we have people like Randy Moss getting on national television talking about how this is backwards for the NFL. Meanwhile, they were employing him when he was charged and arrested for battery and had multiple domestic violence allegations over his head. But because he said some dude's lips were big, like this is the NFL going backwards. Like
he didn't just say that. He criticized the women referees who are like half the refs now.
Right.
What else did he say?
And Kareem Hunt will punt his girlfriend across the room, and he's still employed, right?
Yeah, but Kareem got suspended.
Yeah, but he's still employed, right?
After a suspension.
But he's still employed, right?
Yeah, but he got in trouble.
Right. And Gruden's not coming back.
Well, he's not banned.
He's not coming back. He's not coming back.
He's not banned. He could.
Right.
It's like a Kaepernick thing. Like, no one wants that. Like he can. Yeah, but no one wants that. Like,
and this is my point. You need to have. You need. This isn't about accountability. You need to have consistency. Like if, like I know I don't like the name call because like especially in this climate, like it's just wrong. But like anyone with a prefrontal cortex knows this isn't about accountability. Prefrontal cortex. Yes.
It's just another business move because that's not where the NFL's going, and it's against it. So it's just the
like anyway. Trade Deshaun Watson.
You take these guys like, dude. Ray Lewis was on trial for double homicide, and he was still there, like, but because Gruden, said some offensive words, like, gone.
He got caught, man.
Like.
Now you know
like, what? And that's what I'm saying. Like you said, like, well, he didn't just say that. Like, yeah, he said a couple offensive emails. Like, my bad. Like, dude, people have done way worse and have still been employed with the NFL. Like,
they've all gotten punishments though. Like right. John Gruden. I don't think coaches can get like suspended. I don't think that's ever happened. So, but like the players, they face the punishments like of what they get. They get suspended, and then they can come back. Gruden can come back theoretically. Like he's not actually banned. Right. He's not. They're not going to give him a job. But
and that's what I'm saying. That's what you just made my point, though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
they're not blackballing him.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Right. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
The NFL needs consistency. I agree.
You know what would be crazy? I know they got Jordan Love. What, the Packers got Watson after giving it to Rodgers?
That would be interesting.
That would be insane.
But Jordan, like, that would make no sense. Like,
That-
bro, why did they take it?
I don't know.
What if the Packers got Watson and Gruden?
They
That'd be
would
nuts.
not trade.
I mean,
for-
LaFleur has been doing good. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's gone 13-3 like his first 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, no, he's actually a really good coach. He's a
So
good coach.
that probably wouldn't happen.
And one more thing just to end on that. Like, there has been, like, this whole, like, thing that, like, well, you know, Gruden's a nobody. Like, I don't agree with that either. Like, yeah, Gruden's not a Belichick or a Tomlin or a Carroll, but, like, the dude does have a ring as a head coach. Like, he wasn't a football announcer, like, Monday Night Football ESPN announcer for, like, 10-plus years. Like, guy's not a nobody. I mean, the head coach Super Bowl winner. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, once again, my overall point to that whole thing is, like, the NFL needs consistency. It's
Now with Tomlin, though, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what he does.
and that's another point. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine this happened to Belichick or Tomlin or Carroll. Like, so I'm saying consistency.
My
man.
coach doesn't get caught. That's what I'm saying. Be slicker than that.
No.
Yeah,
The people who are saying the people like Randy Moss who are crying about this on national television, they're not offended by it. It's crocodile tears, man. Like,
Crocodile tears.
They've said way worse to people and have heard way worse. You think they're offended by an email that wasn't sent to them from 10 years ago and not about them? Come on, man. Like, people got to use their brains.
All right.
Well, speaking of sexual assault, what do we say we get to the Steelers game? Oh no, we don't want to talk about it. No,
Talk
okay.
about it.
Okay.
We can talk about it. We can talk
we
about
know
it. Let's
that.
talk about
Come
it.
on, we
Let's
didn't
talk
need
about
that.
it.
I had a better. We literally just mentioned Tomlin's name. We could have had a better.
Come on, man. We can talk about
Yes.
it. Absolutely.
Still okay.
Uh,
Steelers time.
Yeah, I was just trying to transition. I don't want to get into Ben's case. The Steelers game was very interesting. This shit.
One of the
really
most
pissed me off, not
frustrating
gonna lie.
games, like, in recent history. It's all been. I'm sorry. That Bengals game was more frustrating, but I mean, like, winnable frustrating. Like, this felt like a 2016-17 game where it was like, come on, put this team away.
Yeah.
Like we went up 14. Like we went up 14 points, which was good. We showed signs, but then once again, much like in the Packers game, where like we had the one drive through a touchdown, and then after that fell apart. And then in the Denver game, where we started out, had a lead, and then almost let them fucking just walk us down, much like the Seahawks actually did. Like, I don't know why we can't play a complete game, man. Like, this shit's crazy.
Tomlin was heated at the end of that game.
Oh, yeah.
With that
I was confused about like the whole thing because from how I saw it, it looked like DK got it, fumbled it, and then like the clock keeps going, and it looked like they spiked it like with 1 second left. But then didn't they go back and say that like it was an incompletion or some shit like that?
I think.
Yeah,
Because they were looking at it forever, and like they switched, and that's why Tomlin was so pissed off.
Well, Tomlin said something about like the catch, no catch, something like that.
Yeah, because like they were debating on like if it was a catch or not a catch, and then they ended up like switching it.
I think that's what. Yeah, Tomlin was heated in the press conference. He's like,
I think
what did he say? He was like, it was an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Because they rolled it like not a catch, and so once they rolled it not a catch, that means the clock stops, and so like they ended up with I think like 3 seconds left or some shit like that.
They ended up giving him more time, and yeah, that's what pissed him off.
No,
he was dropping
it was
F-bombs like
under
crazy
review.
at those refs.
if it was a catch or not.
When it was
When it's
clearly
under
a catch.
review, it's automatic like timeout.
Which that kind of. We had a conversation about that.
So that's why I stopped at 3 seconds because they called it for review, and time didn't stop when it should have. That's the reason for it.
And Shannon Sharp, DK Metcalf.
Yo, they were going at it.
Wait, they were having beef? I didn't hear
They
about
were
it.
for a little
As
bit.
Shannon Sharp says for that thing, what was DK thinking? Why try to play hero, football emoji, in that situation? And then DK, stop questioning me, little boy. And then he says, and Shannon Sharp quote tweets it because that's what Shannon Sharp does. Nothing to question. That was in quotes in all caps. Dumbass play, and your pride won't let you admit it. You can't question anything I've done. Pray your resume will be as complete as mine. In all caps, pray. Enjoy the rest of the day. Prayer hands emoji. Prayer hands emoji. And then DK quotes that and says, from the looks of it, I can wipe my poop emoji with yours. Continue to gossip, you washed up wannabe. And then DK tweets, you know what? You're right. Laughing emoji, that's emoji, at Shan Sharp. I do pray my resume can match up with yours. Prayer hands emoji. Hashtag work in progress, baby.
Yeah, that definitely didn't need to go all there. I can see DK was upset, but it was a stupid play. I said it. No, it was stupid.
I was gonna say I actually said it was Shannon there. That was
he tried.
Yeah,
he tried to fucking bully James Pierre. James Pierre knocked it out of his fucking hands because he's the GOAT. Like, fuck out of here,
Pierre.
Bro, like, yeah, right. But
actually, if DK did make that play though, he trucks James Pierre and scores. Oh my god, that would have been nuts.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
That would have been like the #1 highlight of the year.
I don't know why DK's going after Shan. Like Shan doesn't need to prove anything to anybody. Like, and like Shan's right. His resume does speak for itself. Like, you know,
I think
I don't know why I would call him washed up. Like, duh, he's been retired for like 20 years now.
Yeah, I think DK was just probably sick. His mentions were flooded.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in hindsight, he really shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, it is DK Metcalf, who's like 6'5", 2 million, and then James Pierre, who's James Pierre. Like,
if
he makes that play,
theoretically, it made sense to try, but
yeah. He wasn't like he tried to get really disrespectful to James Pierre, and it didn't work.
That was really James Pierre who did that shit. That's crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was funny in that press conference.
I knew they were coming at me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we took a chance on him, man. He was our only undrafted player last year that we took.
Yeah, a lot of people are hyped about James Pierre. I wasn't exactly seeing all the hype, but I was here for it, and I'm here. I'm behind him. But yeah,
he's
it's
a
just
special player.
Jimmy's not with it. He doesn't like Pierre. He says, "Give me back the name James."
Jimmy's gonna be fucking realistic about it. Like, well, James Pierre gives up a bunch of plays.
He can't stop Stephon Diggs.
Jimmy, we know he does. We know. That's why.
Blake. Calm down.
You said he's Antoine Blake? He's better than Antoine Blake.
Come on,
he's better than Antoine.
Speaking of Antoine Blake, though, Ross Cockrell is like getting minutes and on Tampa Bay. Like he's like their starting corner because they're all hurt.
Yeah.
Ross Cockrell, Antoine Blake, Cortez Allen, Brandon Boykin, all those guys. Remember? Marty Burns.
But we've had a great defense for years.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, these games are just frustrating. Like, Alex Collins should not have done as well as he did.
I didn't know he existed until that game.
He used to play on Baltimore. That's why I kind of remembered him.
I remember when he existed on Baltimore. I didn't know he was still in the league.
I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I genuinely didn't know he existed until this game.
Well, he had 120 yards. And, I'm not going to lie. He got, like, hurt in, I want to say, like, the end of the third or fourth. And if he doesn't get hurt, they probably keep doing that.
Yeah. Wait, I don't understand this whole, like, I don't want to say Najee hate, but there's a lot of, like, Steelers media who, like, keep saying that, like, well, Najee this, Najee that. Like, bro, Najee's killing.
Yeah,
he's killing it. Like, he's going crazy.
The problem is they're looking at his final stats and, like, bro, we give him the ball and he's getting tackled by, like, 4 people every single time. He's literally good for 1 broken tackle a play, but the problem is, like, he has nowhere to go. Like, he's getting wrapped up on the line of scrimmage every single play.
Unless I'm, like, tweaking.
I'm telling, like, the only really, like, game he had was against the Broncos when he had, like, 100 something. But, like, other than that, like, you're looking at his carries, he's getting, like, fucking, like, 20 carries with, like, 60 yards. Which is not very good.
His first his first 3 games weren't that good, but his last 3 games were pretty good. Green Bay, he had a touchdown, 62 yards, and he had a good reception yards. But then the Broncos, a touchdown, 122 rushing yards, and then Seattle, 81 rushing yards, like lots of reception yards for both the Green Bay, Denver, and Seahawks game. Like, I don't know what people are talking about. Like, he's got good stats, at least the last 3 games. Like,
They want him to like look like Derrick Henry without us having the capabilities to make him look like Derrick Henry.
I've been watching him play. Like, you guys have too. Like, I think this dude's special as fuck. Like,
if you give him an open space, like he's good. But once again, the problem is we're having him run straight up the middle, running into everyone, and it's just not. It hasn't worked out that well. But like, yeah, I don't really. I'm not gonna.
I don't know. I actually disagree. Like, I think it's, especially with his numbers too. Like, I think he's looking really, really, really solid.
His average last game was only 3.4 yards per carry, but.
Yeah, you're looking at the final yards, but like when you look at all of his carries, that's where the issue comes in, and it's not an issue with him. It's on the line. Yeah. But with that said, if James Conner is putting up these exact same stats, we're killing Conner because that's what we did. We killed Conner for this last year, and he probably put up relatively the same stats. But yeah. But Najee, and that's why I'm not on the Najee hate either. He's a rookie. Like, our line isn't good. We shouldn't fucking bury him now. But Steelers fans just can't help but burying everybody but Ben. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if he's looking like, let's just say like he's looking really good. Like, you don't have to say he's fantastic or like, you know, Derrick Henry, but he is looking really good, and he was looking good in this kind of situation. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, he's gonna be something special. I'd bet money on that. I think that was a really good pick by the Steelers, picking him.
Yeah, with when the line gets better, Najee will get better. We'll have I think in the next year or next couple of years, we'll have one of the best running games in the game.
Because once again, our offensive line consists of 2 rookies, 2 to 3 year players, and 1 veteran. It's a very, very, very young.
Is that Brenden back?
They took him off IR. I'm pretty sure he's going to be back either next week or the week after that.
He should be back for the Browns, so we're on a bye.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he should. He probably will be back for the Browns. And Dan Moore just got injured, so that's perfect slot. And so for the Browns, it'll probably be Zach Banner, Trey Turner, Kendrick Green, Kevin Dotson, and Chukwuma Okorafor.
Dan Moore, man. People keep saying he's a good pick, but he gets killed.
He does get killed.
He needs to like. I don't know.
Kendrick Green's very athletic. I like Kendrick Green. He looks good.
Yeah, he for him, I'm good with it. It's like his flops. He's a rookie, but I don't know. Dan Moore is just like
he's getting cooked.
I have seen nothing from Dan Moore.
He's getting cooked all the Seattle game.
Yeah,
he's been getting cooked all year.
Dotson's looking really good. Trey Turner's looking okay. He should be doing better for, like, you know, his resume. And Chuck's, honestly, I don't know. I don't know if he's doing good or not, but
I'm just gonna assume he's not, because once again, like, honestly, in the Seattle game, that's because their defense is garbage, and you know, here we are, fucking 20 points on them. But the line collectively has not been good.
I was gonna say it would make sense.
We're getting no time. No one can get open in time because Ben's fucking getting sacked in 3 seconds.
I was gonna say it would make sense that Chuck's not doing good, because it seems like it's always from the outside that Ben's getting collapsed in on, and that's
because
Chuck.
You have Moore on one side, and then
Chuck's on the other side. Yeah, so I'd say the only like good offensive linemen right now are like Kendrick and Dotson, but even Kendrick has his moments.
Mm-hmm. Kendrick, he's been getting like a bunch of holdings and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's another, like, we're getting a bunch of penalties.
Yeah,
and like we're getting holding calls, and like literally not like we're rushing for nothing. Like, we'll literally rush to get back to the line of scrimmage and, like, hold on that very play that we cheated on and, like, didn't do anything. Because, like, our line is just, you know, it's not very good.
And then we got Trey Turner spitting on people.
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful. I still can't believe he did that. That's so disrespectful.
I hope the Steelers can pick it up, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I want from this team. I gotta give up. Whatever they want to give us, I guess I'll take, but I don't know, man.
And then we got Joe Haig as a backup tackle.
We got a tough schedule coming up, though, after. We got the Browns and then Lions, right? I think we got Browns, Lions, or Browns, Lions, Bears. I don't know if Lions and Bears are in that order, but it's those three. And then after that, we have like Rams and like a bunch of hard teams: Chargers, Chiefs, Packers. No, we played the Packers, but we have a tough like end of the year. So we really could have used that Seattle win, which is nice. We got if we want to compete for the wild card. We could have used the Raiders win, honestly, and then the Bengals win. Like that's gonna come back to fucking haunt us if it ends up being close in the division.
I think we're like people are gonna say
as of now we're still competing for the wild card spot.
I was gonna say people are gonna call it bias, but I still think the division is open game.
And the Ravens are good to flop, but I think they'll keep it rolling. I think we should set our sights on the wild card, especially now already with the Bengals loss. Imagine if they go out now and they beat Baltimore. They're at fucking what are they 5-2 with a win over us and Baltimore. It'll just be on them to just not flop at that point. But I don't know. We'll see. This team is fucking prone to do whatever. So
we'll see.
We could go 14-3.
Why? To get fucking bombed on by the Chargers?
Damn. Nothing wrong.
Well, we apparently bombed on them if we go 14-3 because they're on our schedule.
Wait, what?
Like if we would go 14-3, we already beat them once because we play them this year.
The Chargers, right?
Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the Chiefs.
I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, man. And what's kind of shitty about like these games now is the Chiefs really need the win because like they're like third in their division, like they're not gonna be fucking around in that game. And then same thing with the Chargers, they're trying to hold that division lead, so they're not gonna be fucking around. It's gonna be tough. But I mean, we theoretically we're still in the wild card spot.
We've beat the Bills, so we can do it.
Wow.
I really don't want to make the playoffs, man. Unless we win the Super, like because we're gonna have a worse draft pick and we need a new quarterback and O lineman.
Yeah.
If we make the play, like for what? We made the playoffs last year, and the year before that. Or no, we didn't.
The goal is to win the Super Bowl. That's why.
But we're not gonna.
Today, we would have the 20th pick in the draft. We're even below the Chiefs.
That's wait for bro. What? Bro, we gotta lose 20. We had 24 last. Like, bro, I want to be in the higher picks. Come on, man. Cause we don't play like a good team like that. We put up fucking 2 touchdowns a game and then let Boswell do the rest. We let fucking 1 touchdown in the first quarter, and then after that, we snooze the rest of the game.
All right, what pick would you like us to have?
I would say in the top 15, that would be cool.
That's not gonna happen because we'd have to go. We'd have to go negative.
Totally doesn't go negative.
We've won too many games already. If the goal is to win a Super Bowl, we're not there this year. Can't win a Super Bowl if we can't stop Alex Collins running. Right?
Right.
Right.
That is true.
So,
But there's always a but. But still possible.
mathematically, yeah.
If we win the Super Bowl, I'll donate my toenails.
If we win the Super Bowl, I'll kill myself.
Did you just say you'll donate your toenails?
Yeah. I don't know to who or what, but somewhere.
Jimmy, what are you going to donate?
Nothing.
That means he's confident. We might do it.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Confidence.
Now, honestly, in all seriousness, I think there's a good chance we do keep the streak at 9-8, but I think it could be something like Isaiah said that Isaiah doesn't want. We just missed the playoffs and we still get the 20th pick, and kind of ideally the worst case scenario. Though we get memed on and danced on Twitter if we do worse. It might be better for the future, cause this a real conversation is if we get Aaron Rodgers next year. If we get Aaron Rodgers and get an alignment with our first pick, I think that'd be huge.
I don't think he's a free. I think we're gonna have to trade for him, and we'd probably have to give up the one. But
then,
I mean, we can find linemen in the second round.
I'm not. Wait.
Steven's
not.
gonna cry about getting Aaron Rodgers, but
No,
has
no,
been
no, no,
at
no,
38 years old. He's fine with that, but he's not fine with Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Here we go.
If you would listen, if you would actually listen and stop running your mouth.
Go ahead.
I'm not for giving up a first-round pick for 38-year-old Aaron Rodgers. And it's not just because of Aaron Rodgers. If it was same thing with Tom Brady, like there's like or any other like old good quarterback, like you're willing to give up a first-round pick for Aaron Rodgers.
We were willing to give up a first-round pick for Minka.
If we're in the 20s, I'm definitely sure.
Wait, you did not just compare Aaron to Minka. Minka 1 is a completely different player, and he's 23.
Aaron won the MVP last year.
Right, but how much longer is he going to do that? For a first-round draft pick? A first-round draft pick is supposed to be an investment in someone long-term. Aaron Rodgers is not long-term.
Why?
He's 38.
He's still playing.
Brady's like 43.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers isn't Brady.
Maybe.
He's not.
Could happen.
Okay, well you shouldn't bank on it.
Rodgers.
You shouldn't bank
on Aaron Rodgers. I'm with it.
And this isn't me like, Aaron Rodgers saying like if it was Brady, like no way.
I'm with it.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Especially if we're in the 20s.
A first-round draft pick is
if our pick isn't like really high, because I think if our pick's high, we're not going to do it. But like if our pick's like in the 20s, I'm with it.
A first-round draft.
Like we're gonna get like the third or fourth quarterback at that point, like off the board. When we could just have Aaron Rodgers.
A first-round draft pick is an investment long-term. Aaron Rodgers is not long-term.
What if he is though, but not in the way you say? Like let's just say 4 or 5 years we have Aaron Rodgers. Then we get another. What was that face for?
He's not going to last 4 or 5 years.
Cap.
Why? I mean, not with this line, but
you think he's going? You think Aaron Rodgers is going to play till he's 43?
Yeah.
He has shown zero signs of slowing down.
Unless he's on the Tom Brady, Max Kellerman cliff.
I will never say a quarterback will last over 40 years. That's just, you shouldn't bank on that.
If Aaron Rodgers is available, I feel like we should do it.
My main point is, let's just say he lasts like a couple years, and maybe not. If we have to spend our first round pick, maybe we can either draft in the later rounds or like have just someone, a rookie, like just sit and learn under him, and he can be kind of like, the next Aaron Rodgers, because he had to sit under Favre.
Wait, but where do we get this quarterback though?
In one of the drafts that like.
In either like the later rounds of that draft or like the
next year's,
the coming drafts.
Mm-hmm.
So like we get Aaron, and like obviously we don't have our first round pick, but like in the 5th or 6th round we take, example, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, but once again though, here we go. Like, what if Aaron gets hurt?
What if our first round quarterback gets hurt?
What if Aaron declines?
What if an asteroid hits the Earth and football is no more?
Okay, come on, man. We're not doing that.
I'm just saying, like, bro, I mean, what if? Let's not do this. What if he fucking wants to come to Pittsburgh and we can get him? We should do that.
It's a discussion, man. You're talking about a 38-year-old quarterback. Like, you have
just won the MVP.
You have to take into fact injuries, and he has been injured before.
So as other quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's football.
Right. But
I mean, Steven, I get your point. He is 38, but like, if we only have to give up one first round pick and we get Aaron for, let's just, because I'm saying he has not declined yet. So let's just say we get him in, I don't know, like in 2 years he starts to decline. Aaron Rodgers at 90%, 80% is still fucking really good. I think we can make it happen.
And once again though, who's to say that? Who's to say he's going to win us a Super Bowl? I don't think getting Aaron Rodgers is going to get us a Super Bowl.
I don't think getting fucking Spencer Rattler or whoever is going to win us a Super Bowl either. In the same amount of time as Aaron Rodgers is going to be there.
I don't know who is the QBs in this next draft, but I'm saying this. My overall point on it is I don't believe investing a first-round draft pick in Aaron Rodgers is smart, and I don't believe that Aaron Rodgers is enough to win us a Super Bowl.
If it's a top 15 pick, I agree. If it's 15 to 32, I disagree.
Because we could take an offensive line in that 15 to 32.
We can also take it. We got Kendrick Green in the 3rd.
I think adding a first round draft. I think
You
adding
got
a
Kevin
first round.
Dotson like the 4th.
Right, but I think adding a first round draft pick offensive lineman I think that would really cement our offensive line.
And who would our quarterback be?
Especially if it's a tackle.
Who would our quarterback be? Mason, Dobbs?
That
Or
would be the
not
transition
Dwayne, I mean?
quarterback.
It's that bro.
Right.
If we can get Aaron Rodgers, let's get Aaron Rodgers, dude. I really.
Yeah.
Come on,
Not
man.
for-
Jimmy.
not
Jimmy,
for
what do you
first
think? What do you
round.
think? What do you think, Jimmy?
Wait, are you making those, Jimmy? Dang.
Oh, he
Missed
froze.
every
Oh,
one.
no, he's all right.
Jimmy, what do you think about the Aaron Rodgers
What do you
discussion?
think?
Yeah, let's not get him. I
You
don't
don't
see
like
a
him?
point to it.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not just Aaron. Like, it'd be anyone that age. If it was Drew Brees, if Drew Brees was playing, absolutely not.
Well, Drew Brees was declining at this point.
That last year, he was declining.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't look like that.
All right. Well, like I
Okay.
said, who's to say he's not going to do that at age 40?
In 4 years, when Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, then
No. I said I will. I said
how
no.
would
That's
you
not what I
get
said.
him? How would you get
I didn't say 4 years. I said who's to say he's not going to do that at 40, which would literally be in 2 seasons.
How would you get him?
How or what? What do you
Yeah.
say?
They're Brendan
We'd
and
have to trade
Isaiah.
for him.
Isaiah and Brendan are pitching that we should trade our first round draft pick to him if it's 15 through 32. That's what I'm saying. That's a bad
Maybe a
investment.
third.
Third, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers, guys.
Bro,
We got
the
We're talking about
MVP
Aaron
of the league.
he's the MVP. He's literally
doesn't
the
matter.
reigning defending MVP as we speak. And you said a
Think
third
about
round
this.
pick.
Hold on. What does Aaron Rodgers want in a team?
What do you mean?
To have say in the organization and whatnot, to have a voice, to be
Yes.
respected by his team.
He wants that, and he wants an offensive line and good starters around
I
them.
don't think he ever said that.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Wilson. That was Wilson's problem
Yeah, that
in
was
Seattle.
Wilson.
Oh, he wouldn't draft a wide.
Well, Rodgers doesn't have a good offensive line, so moving to the Steelers for a good offensive
I don't
line.
think he even wanted like a wide receiver specifically. He just wanted to know, like, hey, you've been our guy for like the past 10, 12 years. You've been the MVP. Like, we're gonna draft a quarter. Like, it was the same problem Ben had. Or actually, no, it wasn't, because Ben was just mad that like we ended up taking, like, Ben was just mad at the pick. Rodgers was mad that like they didn't, tell him about it or anything, and like they just hit the AFC champion or
We didn't
NFC
tell-
championship.
We didn't tell Ben about Mason Rudolph either. We didn't say we were going to draft Mason.
That was also like a 4th round pick. The Packers used their first on Aaron's future replacement.
It was third, but
And he said literally that day
Mason-
on the Pat McAfee show, he said, it'd be cool if we could get like a skill player. They haven't got a first round receiver in like 10 years or something.
which is crazy. They should be doing that. But Mason Rudolph is the highest pick quarterback we've had since Ben. So that was kind of a shot at Ben, especially for not telling him. So you could make the same argument for
The
that.
third though, like I feel like you're not gonna
Hey,
start
bro.
in the third.
You're not, but
And he was
people-
Jack in retirement though.
Dak Prescott was a third round pick, so you never know.
He
Wilson
wasn't
was what,
planning on
fourth,
starting.
fifth?
That was he kind of fell into.
Yeah, wait,
that.
I don't even know if Dak was a third round pick. I think he was a third round, but
Zeke was there first.
Was Wilson like a 4th, 5th?
Yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
saying he
what I'm
could have
saying.
been good, but like I'm just saying like taking a third is different from taking a
Oh, no.
first.
Dak
You,
was a
you,
fourth.
if you get a first,
Yeah, because
that
Steven
dude's
just
starting.
mentioned about the 1st round pick that being like an investment,
Yeah,
and like they invested in fucking Jordan Love and not Aaron Rodgers when they had Aaron Rodgers, and then he decided to win the MVP.
and
Listen, man,
Aaron had a
Like,
couple.
I just really like Aaron. I hope we get the quarterback thing
I
figured
wanna-
out if it's not him.
I want to make something clear. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers can't play. Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I'm just saying for how long is that going to last, and is a first round draft pick worth that question mark? And I personally don't think so.
I'd rather get a guaranteed than whiff on
Yeah.
freaking.
Well, once again, that's my point. Who's to say Aaron Rodgers is a guarantee?
He's a at least 2 years, at least.
Man,
And a first
what are
round
we
draft,
saying right now?
a first round draft pick is not worth 2 years.
It's better
If-
than nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
That
what the hell is
well,
that guy named
anything-
Jarvis
anything-
Jones?
anything's better than nothing. Like
I think we could. If we get Aaron, I think then we could retool with.
Yeah, but
the
once
picks
again,
and all
Jarvis
that.
Jones was supposed to be an investment for the long run because he was only 22.
Too bad we didn't use that draft pick on somebody who was proven.
What do you mean by that?
We could have used that draft pick on someone who has proven themselves in the league already, as opposed to just drafting, some question mark. Because draft picks are every time they're question marks.
Someone who's proven who's maybe like 27 or 28, not 38.
You keep saying this, but dude, I'm telling you, he just won the MVP.
Right.
Like he just had like one of the best years of his career.
And I keep telling you, who's to say he's going to continue to do that at 38?
Well, who's to say Patrick Mahomes is going to continue to do this? Who's to say anybody? They might get hurt.
They could, but Pat Mahomes is a lot less likely to have a season-ending injury than Aaron Rodgers, or career-ending injury. Sorry.
Yeah, look at Jimmy. It probably won't happen. We'll end up with fucking Cam Newton. So
On another conversation, Mahomes is kind of tweaking.
Yeah.
Well,
he's been running for his life, dude.
It's
and
funny,
they have no defense now.
He was telling Andy Reid, I got you, and then he came back in and finally started doing good.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah. The Chiefs have definitely had a slow start, but they look to be picking it up. But I think Mahomes is just trying to he's just having to do so much, and he's trying to do so much that it's starting to bite him. Like before, he was able to just run out and just chuck it up. But now, they're actually scheming for him. They know that he's gonna do that little fucking flip or the no look pad. They're actually planning for it now. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, their defenses can't stop anything. And then they've lost Sammy Watkins. Their line isn't good. It'll definitely be, I guess, a tougher year. I didn't expect this, but whatever. I'm sure they'll pick it up.
They'll pick it up. We can start the power rankings. All right. So, disclaimer: the last 9-10 spots for number 9 and number 10 were really hard for me. And number 10, I'm just gonna come out right out and say it: Pittsburgh Steelers, number 10. I know people are going to say bias. I know people are going to say, and yes, our bias is bias in there. Sure,
100%.
Well, okay. Let me ask you guys: who else is going above the Steelers? 15
other teams.
Really? You think the Steelers? You think the Steelers are 25?
I think we're the worst in our division right now.
Yeah.
I put the Bengals over us.
Yeah, the Bengals are eating.
They're 4-2. They're one game better than us.
And they should be fucking 5-1. And they beat us.
And we should be 5-1 too, but
How?
All right.
By scoring fucking 10 points a game?
We should have beat the Raiders, and we should have beat the fucking brain fart. But absolutely we're number 10. Number 9, Tennessee Titans. Especially after when they came off with the Bills. Titans, obviously it wasn't pretty, but a win's a win. So, Tennessee Titans, number 9. Number 8, the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are looking good. Shit. Cowboys are looking good. I know that win against the Patriots wasn't pretty, but a win's a win. And all the games before that, other than their loss, they were looking good. They were looking solid. Number 7, Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert special. That team is looking really, really good. That Ravens win was not pretty. The Chargers are looking good. They're looking good, and they're leading that division. So, number 6, the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are currently leading our division, the AFC North. They're looking good, but the Ravens are, and as we know, the Ravens are prone to flop. So. We'll see if they can hold that title. Number 5, the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers and crew looking really solid, especially after that Bears win, divisional rival. Packers are looking like the Packers. So, number 4, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers continue to look solid, reigning Super Bowl champs. Look, I don't really have to speak for them. Bucs are looking good. Number 3, the Bills. The Bills, I would have actually had it at number 2, but after that loss to the Titans, I did drop them down one spot. But the Bills are still really good. The Bills are still really, really good. They have one loss. and I forget who that loss was to, but I'll remember one day. Number 2, the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams, getting that Stafford. I don't know what I'm saying. Getting Matt Stafford was the best trade they've done in a long time. That really helped them. They're looking like a Super Bowl. They're looking like a Super Bowl team. No questions asked. And number 1, the undefeated Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, James Conner, DeAndre Hopkins, J.J. Watt. That team's looking really, really fucking good. So I don't need to speak for them. The only undefeated team left in the league, Arizona Cardinals, number 1. Easy. And that is Commander Rising's top 10 power ranking of the NFL.
Solid.
All right. I can go next.
Go for it.
For my top 10 teams in the NFL, at number 10, I have the Cleveland Browns. Baker kind of, is, tweaking, but I still think they're a good team. I still think they'll wound up in the playoffs somehow. Number 9, I have the Chiefs. Again, they kind of, they're the Chiefs. Like they're flopping, so you can't put them like too high, but they're the Chiefs. They're enough to stay in there. They beat the Browns, so they're over the Browns. And a team that beat them is over them. I have 8 out of the Chargers. Bad loss to the Ravens, but and their only other loss was to the Cowboys. But I still think they're a really good team, and Justin Herbert is really, really good, and overall they're just a solid and complete team. At number 7, I have the Green Bay Packers. Again, really good. That week 1 loss was a flop, but they bounced back. And yeah, they're just playing really good football right now. And coming in at 6, I have the Baltimore Ravens. Just killed the Chargers, and they're running the ball really great, and Lamar is throwing really well. I think he's like one of the top 5 leaders in passing yards right now in the league. And yeah, they're just pretty good overall. And now for the top 5, number 5, I have the Buffalo Bills. Coming off a tough one against the Titans, almost came away with it, but didn't. And then, they lost to the Steelers week 1. But then they killing these other teams. I still think they have the talent. I still think they're a top 5 team in the league. Coming in number 4, I have the Dallas Cowboys. They're playing insane. Their defense is really good. Trayvon Diggs is a monster. He's today, he's the best cornerback in the league. The offense is still, Zeke's running well, and they got weapons everywhere, and it's really good. Speaking about weapons everywhere, number 3, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, their defense has been letting them down a bit, but it's because of injury, and they're still winning these games. And Tom Brady, even with like 3 number 1 receivers out there, he's still throwing to these tight ends, even though the tight ends do have some skill. It's just crazy. Like, he can throw to anyone. It's just, I can't put this team any lower. Number 2, I have the LA Rams. Their only loss was to the undefeated Arizona Cardinals, and I just think, like Steven said, Stafford was just a great addition, and their defense is really, insane as well, and they're just an overall good team. And number 1, the only undefeated team in the league, the team that's just really going crazy, I have the Arizona Cardinals. With their remaining schedule, they're going to be a team this year. And just a little honorable mention, at 11, I do have the Tennessee Titans. Just missed it. And there could be a conversation, they deserve it over the Browns. But yeah, that's my power rankings.
Nice.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Going from 10 to first.
Yep.
Like it or not, number 10, Chiefs. They have no defense, no running back. It's Tyreek, Kelsey, and Mahomes against the world. Not much there. Number 9, I have the Bengals. They have no offensive line, but they're winning games. They are winning games, tell you that. Number 8, I have the Chargers. I think they should be higher up, but that loss against the Ravens was god awful.
Tough.
That was tough.
Yeah, smoked.
Yeah.
Number 7, I have the Titans. It's Tannehill, Henry, Jones, AJ Brown. Like, no defense, and if one of them is out, then they have no chance of winning. So. Number 6, I have the Ravens. Even though everyone's injured, somehow they're still winning games.
They just keep making it work. Yeah.
like, I don't know.
He's like literally, I don't know if, because Brenden said, I'm sorry to cut you off, but Brenden said like he was like top 5 in yards or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure he's like top 3, top 2. And then like QBR, like he's up there. Like literally all the passing shit that like he's not supposed to be. Like he's leading, so he's having a crazy year.
Number 5. I did have the Cowboys higher up, but I thought about it. Then number 5, Dak's playing like Dak always has. Diggs, like Brendan says, one of the top corners this year. He's like a Eric Berry type of player. He takes a lot of risks, but they pay off, so why not? What else? Number 4, I have the Bills, even though they lost to the Steelers week 1. Beat the Chiefs, that was a big win. They're just winning games in general, so I'll go with the Bills. Number 3, Bucks. Just because they did lose to the Rams. Did they play the Cardinals yet?
No.
I don't think so.
Because they only have the one loss, right?
Yeah, I think so,
Tampa Bay, yeah, so they haven't played them.
But I have them for number 3, just because number 2 is the Rams. They have the offense, they have the defense. Honestly, I believe they should be number 1, but they did lose to the Cardinals. Cardinals have Murray, Watt. Who else is on the team? Hopkins.
AJ Green. They just got Zach Ertz.
Yep.
That's right, yeah.
Cardinals are rolling.
So, they're number 1.
James Conner.
Bring back Larry Fitzgerald.
All right. Because you had Cardinals at 1. So, all right. So for my power rankings, at number 10, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. Like Jimmy said, they've been winning games. They're 4-2. Wait, Brenden, what's going on?
Sorry, nothing you said. Just keep going. I just saw Jimmy mute his mic, and I saw him go like you know he coughed, but like it was like a muted
I like
cough.
looked up. Steven's like, I mean, he's looking at us, but he has to like look that way. And then Jimmy has his mic muted. You're dying. I thought I did something. I have Bengals at 10. They're kind of rolling right now. They're fucking 3 missed field goals away from being 5-1 right now, which is crazy to say for the Bengals, but it's true. Their line sucks, but the Jamar Chase pick seems to be working out, so shout out to them. Number 9, I have the Chargers. They would have been higher up if they didn't get absolutely railed by the Ravens, but they got smoked, so that happens. And I wasted my guarantee on them, and I wasn't very high on them to begin with, so fuck them. Number 8, I have the Tennessee Titans. Big win against the Bills. What Jimmy said, though, I mean, it's the Titans. I'm sure Ryan Tannehill will find a way to, Number 7, this is very, I wouldn't say very low, but at number 7, I have the Green Bay Packers. Once again, they've been kind of rolling too. I think they only have 1 loss, but the Bengals game was pretty close. And but I mean, other than that, they have been rolling in this, top 7 out of 32 teams is still very good, and I'm sure they'll move up near the end of the year. So, number 6, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Like Jimmy said, they're all hurt. They're using 2017's finest running backs, and it's all working, man. Like, I don't know, they're rushing teams out of the building. Lamar's throwing like crazy. Marquise Brown's getting open. It's good time in Baltimore so far. Number 5, I have the Buffalo Bills. They would have been higher if they didn't just lose that game, and then of course they lost to us in week 1, so you got to take that into account. Honestly though, like, Josh Allen doesn't slip, they probably win that game. So I mean, I'm not gonna destroy him too hard. I'm sure once again they'll move up like the Packers. Number 4, I have the Dallas Cowboys. They're just rolling, man. Like their defense is like top, at least as of today. Their defense is like top 5. Their offense has been probably top 5. I don't know that to be true, but I mean they got weapons everywhere. Dak's rolling. It's looking real positive for the Cowboys, which is also weird, but I mean that's what's been supposed to be happening for like the past couple of years. So good to see that working out now. And then my top 3, much like you guys, at 3 I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their defense is kind of hurt, but I mean Brady's making it happen at 43. Antonio Brown's been fucking coming back to his old form. Number 2, we have the LA Rams. And the only reason they're not at 1 is because they do have the Cardinals loss, but I don't know. I'm still pretty high on them, and I still think that they'll finish better than the Cardinals. But for now, at number 1, the undefeated Arizona Cardinals is atop of my list. And honorable mention, since I guess you guys did it, I guess I'd have like the Chiefs there. Maybe sprinkle the Steelers. I don't know. But yeah, that is my top 10 as well, and all of your guys.
Our power.
I think we have some solid things.
You ready?
You know what I'm having for dinner?
Mom's
What?
pussy.
Meatballs.
What's up, bro?
Not like as that mean.
Right. What's up, Isaiah? What's up, bro?
And then Jimmy.
Yo, Isaiah, what'd you say, bro?
Your mom.
Don't be a pussy. What's up, bro? I'm looking. What's up? What'd you say?
This is
Come on.
great.
Yo, Isaiah, what's up, bro? Don't be a pussy. Let me know what's up.
This might have to make its way into the podcast somehow.
Dude, I fucked up my webcam doing that now. Shit. Yo, Isaiah,
He's muted.
let's go. Unmute yourself. Don't be a bitch. Let's go. Oh, all right. I'm on this fucking diet.
I tried.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know about games, bro. Come on. Unmute yourself. Let's go.
Oh my god, Steve. You wouldn't know.
You want to know, bro?
You wouldn't know about games.
We done with the meatballs yet?
Isaiah,
What's
what'd
up?
you say?
I didn't say anything.
You said something.
I literally made a frowny face and then left because
No,
I
you
couldn't
didn't.
stand the sight. Yes, I did. Why can
You
I
did
never
say
just be
what?
telling the truth?
Can we?
It's always a lie. I'm always just lying.
What's wrong with meatballs?
Fucking gross.
No, they're not. You're gross.
Yeah, okay.
You're a
No, I'm
slimy, gross person.
Yep. Okay.
All right, time for our weekly predictions for the first time during an Ascent Sports podcast. So what's up, guys? Again, if you're gonna see this on YouTube, its own separate thing, and and the podcast. So if you want context to whatever the hell that was, make sure you check out the podcast if you're watching this as a YouTube video. So last week, our records. There's a 5-way tie for the first place. Just for last week, though, not overall. Just for last week. Me, Steven, Jimmy, Isaiah, and Madden all went 9-5.
Wow.
Look at us.
With the bowl going 7-7.
Really shouldn't be doing this during now, but I'm like so close to finishing.
Overall, again with all like the similars, no real standing changes. Isaiah's still in first at 66 and 28. Then behind him is Jimmy, 64 and 30.
That's like a 3-to-1 ratio. 3 wins at 1 L. It's crazy.
That is.
Wait, what did you say I was at? 66 and 28?
Yeah.
All right, I'm good.
Jimmy
I've been
is
tweaking.
64 and 30. Steven, 63 and 31. Me, 62 and 32.
Get us on the fucking panel, not those guys. Remember that shit you sent, Isaiah?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
the people's records. We're fucking smoking them.
Smoking them, bro.
And even like some people on Instagram, it seems like I like our records are like significantly better. Not to toot our own horn.
I'm gonna toot the horn. We're just
But Madden though significantly behind, 55 and 39. And even more significantly behind, 10 behind that is the Bull at 45 and 49. So the Bull is just not having a good season again.
Being the Bull.
So yeah. If you want to give our thoughts on the week, make sure again check out the new Ascent Sports Show. It's like a podcast where we talked about it. This is for the YouTube audience, so that's where we recap it in much more detail. So right now, without further ado, let's get into the week 7 game predictions. It's week 7, right?
Yeah.
Week 7 game predictions. All right, I have Mads written down. Alright, first up, Thursday night football. The Broncos at the Browns. I'm going with the Cleveland Browns. They might be dealing with some injuries, so it's going to look spooky, but I'm just not trusting the Broncos right now. They're just flopping. So yeah, I'm going with the Cleveland Browns.
I'm going to second. I'm going with the Cleveland Browns.
I am going with the Broncos.
Oh really? We're gonna do this now. We're already all right. Well, I'm gonna take the Browns. I hope I get that now. Jimmy's on my tail.
The Bull is also going with the Browns. And Madden is also going with the Browns, and they have it the score of 27-13. All right, next up. Hopefully, I get the at home because I can't.
Yo, Brenden,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to do this now, but I just remembered. Send me the thing when you're done editing it, because we're gonna have the shit in the middle, and the shit's gonna be cropped. And if I just have the raw file, I'm gonna have to do that myself, and it might look different.
Okay.
So I just thought of that.
All right. Next up, we have the Chiefs at the Titans. I was thinking about taking the Titans, but I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't see the Titans getting 2 huge wins in a row, especially after they lost to the Jets. It could happen, but I don't know. They got this Bills win. I think they're gonna kind of let off the gas pedal, even though the Chiefs have. I don't know. I'm going Chiefs though. I'm going Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs as well. Don't do it, Jimmy. Don't do
Going
it, Jimmy.
with the Titans.
Oh, this dude's really trying to fucking win, man.
He's really
Yo,
trying.
just some quick little context, throwing that out there. Baker said he was hurt. He didn't say he was hurt. He is hurt. I don't know if he's playing. Also, I don't know about Chubb and Hunt. I think they're probably took the Browns. I took the Browns with Baker playing. If he's not playing, I'm gonna be pissed. And then this one, I'm taking the Chiefs. But man, me and Jimmy are. Who knows? I could be really far ahead. I could be behind. Who knows what's going on? We're laughing at the meatball.
He's just a buffoon. He's just an absolute buffoon. I hope he's not choking.
Yo, Jimmy, why are you doing this?
Okay, the Titans is gonna run and pass all of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs has no run game. It's really Tyreek and Kelsey. Stop it.
I think on paper they have a great passing game, but I think you're overrating it a little bit because they're not They need to get Julio more involved. Tannehill's been flopping. I think it
Henry,
could be better. Henry, you got me there. Henry might go off, but the passing game of the Titans has not been.
Henry's gonna have 200 yards plus.
Here's some bold statements.
Yeah, I mean,
I got Julio on my fantasy. He needs to step up.
Mahomes might throw for that too. It's gonna be a shootout, hopefully. The Titans' defense isn't all that either. But the bowl is going with the Chiefs, and Madden is also going with the Chiefs, and they have it. 42-28.
40 to what?
Yeah, I want to see Brenden. He's just 2 dots for me.
It's 2 dots.
What?
Jimmy's connection's going through it right now.
Jimmy, what's up?
Jimmy's connection.
I don't even see, but I just see 2 dots.
Come on, man.
What is on my neck?
Drag his ass back in
Oh, that's on my monitor, not my neck.
Brian, you can drag him back in here. Drag his ass back in here.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Should I edit that out? It's going to mess up
No.
the framing. I
No.
probably should. Oh, well. If the framing got messed up, I don't care.
You can't be doing that, Jimmy. You're fucking up the frame.
Next up.
Oh, man.
Next up, we have the football team at the Packers. I'll do a live bull picking here. I'm going with the Packers. The football team is just so disappointing. The Packers are one of the top teams. This is just one of those games that, I think it's gonna be semi close, but I think the Packers will win by 10 points. I'm going Pack.
Oh, Pack, go.
I'm going Packers.
What are we gonna do, Jimmy? Are we gonna keep being an asshole, or are we gonna fucking come back down to earth?
No fucking shot.
No, you're not doing this, Jimmy.
I'm going with the Packers.
All right. I'm gonna say this dude Jimmy is gonna be out of it by the end of this week. I'm also taking the Packers. I hope Heineke does good though.
He's still a legend. He's still a legend.
It's the GOAT. But we'll see.
So what you're saying is you want a Taylor Heineke jersey for your birthday.
Steven, you have never once given anyone a jersey for their birthday.
Actually, no, he got me that the toddler Boswell jersey once. That was nice.
Bro, that was back in 2016, and I swear I couldn't find a Boswell jersey anywhere else.
But that one actually made sense because you like Boswell. He's just saying, are you like Taylor Heineke too? But whole jersey.
I'm getting I have this, I have LJ4, I have a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Steven also one time told me, and this is sorry, Jimmy, to keep you here much longer, but Steven did one time tell me oh yeah, your birthday gift's on the way. No. I didn't ask him for anything, nothing. And he just randomly snapped me, hey, your birthday gift's on the way. And this was 2 years ago, I think. I don't know why I remember that, but
Still on the way.
All right. Are we? Oh wait, no. I think you did I think we're all on Packers.
The bull is going with the Packers.
Nice.
But Madden is going with the football team, and they have it 28-24. All right, next up we have a pretty good game, one that I was honestly back and forth about. We have the Bengals at the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens. I think the Bengals are going to get one on the Ravens this year, whether it's now or further down the line. I don't know. I'm going to pick when they're at home further down the line. I'm going Ravens now. If I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to be kind of sick, but it's a gamble. And I'm going with the Ravens. Why I think the current better team is to win it now. At home. With Baker Mayfield. But not really, because it's the Baltimore Ravens. So with Lamar Jackson. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the Ravens.
I'm going with the Ravens as well. I think this is an easy choice.
I am gonna go with the Ravens.
Thank you. I'm taking the Ravens as well.
Interesting. Because the Bull is going with the Bengals. And Madden is also going with the Bengals. And they have it 26-21.
On anyone?
Nothing too crazy with scores yet.
Hi, I'm Steven and my mic is muted. I took a drink. All I gotta do is tap on my mic. There goes the red. It's when it's blank, that means it's muted. But when I tippity tap tap tap, mic on. Oh,
Alright.
Steven be like, I'm muting my mic.
That's a meme now.
Just slams it on against his desk. Everything shakes like.
The webcam falls off.
Alright. Next up, we have the Panthers at the Giants. I'm going with the Panthers. Rough couple losses. Giants are just not a good team right now, especially with their injuries. I think the Panthers will bounce back after their disappointing performances last couple weeks. Not performances, but like, they just kind of choked in the end. I think they'll get this one against the Giants.
Yeah, I got the Panthers. The Giants are not reliable at all.
They used to be with Eli Manning. Reliable. Eliable. Imagine the ELI capitalized in there.
Brenden, and I'm reaching all the way up here to make a joke. God, Jimmy hasn't even fucking thought about who he's taking yet.
The
Unbelievable.
Panthers game?
Yeah.
Panthers.
Oh, okay. I am also taking the Panthers.
The Bull is going with the Giants, but Madden has a shutout, going with the Panthers, 21-0.
Oh, I fucked up the thing again.
If it moves, it's fine. It's just if one completely just Thanos snaps away.
On.
Alright. Next up, we have the Falcons at the Dolphins. Part of me doesn't want to do this, but part of me is going with the gut. I'm going with the Dolphins. One last time. You gotta get one! The Falcons choke the people. You can do it, Dolphins. You failed me last week. You failed me a couple of times this year. You're 1-5. You're worse than the Jaguars because they have the head-to-head. You are the worst team in the AFC right now. You had playoff aspirations. You were 10-6 last year. You have to get this win. I'm going with the Dolphins. I'm not the most confident about it, but gosh darn it, they need a win.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
I'm going with the Falcons.
Crazy, because I'm going with the Falcons as well.
Oh man!
Thank you. Cordell
asshole too.
Mike Davis, Kyle Pitts.
Steven, this might be a
Brian,
good opportunity for you though, and Brenden to get a win.
Yeah,
Could be a shitty opportunity as well.
this is a trash bowl game though, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
The Bull is going with the Dolphins, but Madden's going to split us 3-3 and go with the Falcons, and they have the score of 24-10.
No slick, Steven. No slick. No slick. No slick.
Steven's over here fucking vaping. I say I would never fucking vape. Do you know my body? Have you seen these gains? I check my phone every day with the thing I put on my body that checks my heart rate, body fat, sodium intake. I would never, ever put that into my body. Fuck you for even saying that. Matter of fact, fuck you, Isaiah. Right?
Yeah, fuck you, Isaiah.
There it is.
I do know what goes inside my body.
There it is.
Nobody get man titties.
Oh man. Alright. Next up, we have the
What's up, bro?
What's up?
Alright, next up, we have the Jets at the Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots. This game was not close at first. The first matchup. I don't think it's going to be close again. Patriots are playing really well. Not really well, but the Patriots are playing better than the Jets. But I just don't see the Jets getting this one. I'm going with the Patriots.
Patriots, easy W.
Pats, easy dub.
Yeah, I'm also I'm taking the Patriots as well.
I thought you were going to guarantee the Jets.
Oh no, we're on a,
J-E-T-S.
not this time.
Remember you guaranteeing them last year, though?
I don't think it's gonna happen again.
He's got to be feeling it. He's got to be feeling it.
I wasn't feeling
You
it.
can't force a guarantee.
No, you were feeling it last year, and they won.
But he's not feeling
I'm not,
it now.
but I'm not feeling it this year.
Right now, he's not feeling it.
Who did they beat last year? I forget.
The Rams, I think.
Yeah, the Rams.
Oh, was it the Rams? Shit.
They won the next week too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't call that.
Not next though. I'm sorry. The Bull is going with the Patriots, and Madden is also going with the Patriots, and they have it 45-27.
I don't know if Mac Jones is putting that much up.
Yeah, I don't know if
A lot of points.
we got a 40 burger. We have burger and mac and cheese.
Do you ever go to Burger King? Isaiah, do you like Burger King or yeah?
I like the chicken from Burger King.
I like Burger King.
Oh, that's right, because you don't like beef. You're fucking weird.
He's got beef with beef.
Yo.
I can't believe I've never said that in all the years I've known
That's
Isaiah's
right.
beef with beef.
Isaiah does have beef with beef.
Beef with beef.
got
I feel like that's that's like a contradiction. So I think you like beef.
I just don't like a food
But
guy.
You don't like many foods.
What's up, Jimmy?
What?
Jimmy, what'd you say?
Jim?
Oh no, I'll never fucking know. All because I don't like beef.
What happened, Jimmy?
What did you eat at the burger place then?
I had a chicken sandwich that they put mayo on, and I asked for no mayo, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
put mayo
remember
on it, and then I asked for another one.
That debacle.
Yeah.
You almost like you take it off the bill. But
Yeah, I was just like, yo,
no.
I'm good, cause it took I got it last, and it took
the
forever.
first one. First
Yeah, Shake
day
Shack?
one.
Oh yeah, Shake
I
Shack.
got nuggets.
Mhm.
That's why they're on the menu, guys.
Disrespectful.
Is there anything at
The
In-N-Out
burger
that's not
part.
burger related besides fries?
No, it's all burgers at In-N-Out.
Interesting. What would you do, Isaiah, if we made
Get the
dinner?
fries.
I don't know. Get fries, yeah.
Large fries and a shake.
Too bad the
Yeah.
fries at In-N-Out are literally cardboard salted.
But I won't eat it.
Maybe it'll be a plaza. Alright. Next up. What?
You're just a disappointment.
Me?
Yeah.
That wasn't a joke. I meant like if we're at a plaza, I said I can get something else.
You're just a disappointment, Brenden, to society.
I care about Isaiah's food and well-being.
No, why the fuck would you care about his food? I'm just kidding.
Alright. Next up, we have the Eagles at the Raiders. And here's my upset. I'm going Eagles. Dum dum bum. I think they'll get. I don't know. I'm feeling the upset here. Last couple. If I kept taking the upsets I was low key feeling, I would have had like 3 other points I didn't take. So can't miss this one. I'm feeling it. Eagles upset.
I'm still going with the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders, they are the Raiders, but I just think the Raiders are better than the Eagles. That's really what it boils down to. So I'm taking the Raids.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Fuck you. It was literally 0.2 seconds away. Fuck
Gotta
you.
be quicker than that.
Ooh, gotta be quicker than that.
I'm going with the Raiders also.
I am taking the Raiders.
Opportunities to get set back too. The Bull is also going with the Raiders, and Madden is going with the Raiders. I'm all alone. 24 to 17.
No one likes you if you sit alone at the lunch table.
Oh.
Because I picked the Eagles to beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
You can. This next game, you can.
Next up, we have the Lions at the Rams. And I'm going I'm kidding. I'm going with the I'm going with the Rams. Jared Goff will not get his revenge, unfortunately. He doesn't have a team around him, and he's just not playing good.
You can do that?
I'm going with the Rams.
Oh, wait, hold on. I can do a lazy eye. I can drag my left eye. What would happen if a lion fought a ram?
The Lion would probably win.
I don't know. Rams have horns. Might. You know?
Yeah.
So we're set.
But the lion would tear it to fucking shreds. Right?
You gonna take them?
Take the Lions, Steve.
Take them.
Nah, I'm taking the Rams.
Upset. No balls.
I'm going with the Rams.
I am also going with the Rams.
Imagine someone bet like $1 million on the Lions,
That would be very stupid.
and then they won. Then you'd be
So
very
stupid.
God.
Oh yeah, silly me for not taking the fucking Lions.
Bro, you know the truck, the Dodge Rams?
Are you drinking Tang, Steven?
No.
Apple cider.
Wait. But
What's Tang?
in LA, the baseball team, the Dodgers. In LA, the football team, the Rams. Dodge Ram. I can't believe that's crazy.
Congrats, Brenden. You have connected the dots. It's all a simulation. We knew.
First off, I'm not paying attention to him. Second off, Isaiah, what's Tang?
It's like orange
Oh, Tang's
juice.
I
You
like that.
had Tang?
It's like
I
what
have
astronauts
Apple
drink, actually.
What you know about rolling down in the deep when the brain say so much.
My God.
I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
That's how Brenden is at the end of his streams.
Yeah, I'm just.
Alright, next game.
No, we
Fuck
can
off,
win.
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Fuck off,
come
Jimmy.
on.
Fuck off, Jimmy.
Come
Fuck off,
on.
Jimmy. Fuck off, Jimmy. Fuck off, Jimmy.
Man.
Isaiah, tell him to fuck off.
The Bulls going with the Rams.
say that to Jimmy.
Yes, you can. No, Brennan, we're not moving on until Isaiah tells Jimmy to fuck off.
Jimmy, fuck off.
Thank you. Now we're moving on.
The Bulls going with the Rams. Madden is going with the Lions, actually. Big upset. They have
$1
it
million bet.
38-28. The Lions putting 38 on the Rams.
Nope.
Yikes.
Jalen Ramsey won't have that.
$60 for Man
Rams.
22. Hey, it's been there the whole time.
Yo, Isaiah.
Jimmy, I'm sorry. I could not say it though. It was right there. I had to. I couldn't help myself. All right, let's go.
All right. Next up, I have no idea when we're moving on. I think we have moved on to the 4 o'clock games already. There's like 12 games this week. There's mad bye weeks. We have the Bears at the Buccaneers. The Bears actually got this last year, and that's the one where Tom Brady was like, 4?
Who's 4?
But yeah, I don't think they'll get it this year. The Buccaneers are significantly better than the Bears, so I'm going with the Buccaneers to win this, as they should. No upset here.
Yeah, I'm going with the Buccaneers.
I almost thought about taking the Bears again, but no, I think Brady will get his revenge. You get the Bucks.
The Bull is going with the Bears, but Madden is going with the Buccaneers, and he has it 31-21.
My name,
10-point game.
He.
John Madden.
John Madden, yeah.
John Madden has it, 31-28. Got it.
Alright, next up, we have the Texans at the Cardinals, and holy crap.
Yo, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I saw this on DraftKings, and the Cardinals are like negative 1,700, bro.
Yes, 16, 17 point favorites.
Yeah.
Like, It's gonna be a rough one for the old Houston Texans and Davis Mills.
I'm going Texans.
All right, you can't change your answer.
No.
You can't change your answer. Yeah, of course, though, I'm going Cardinals. Like, who isn't? No one's taking the Texans here. Not one person. If they said they do, they're lying.
Jimmy?
Oh, Isaiah.
Cardinals.
Don't do it, Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was really, I thought I could have it, but just know if they do lose, I thought about it.
That would have been that guarantee should. If you would have guaranteed that and they won, that deserved to blow up on Twitter.
Yeah. The Bull is going with the Texans, typical Bull fashion. But Madden is going with the Cardinals, and they have a realistic score of 31-7. All right, next up, Sunday Night Football. The Colts at the 49ers. I was really back and forth this one. I still don't know if I'm happy with the pick. Both of these teams could use the win. 49ers in like the stacked division. Colts just they're like 1-4 right now. They seem to be getting it together though.
I thought they were 2-4.
Are they 2-4? They might be 2-4.
I think they're 2-4.
No, I think they only won.
No, they only have one.
Yeah, they only have one.
Are you serious?
No. I think they just got their second one last week. That wasn't their first one.
Well, if it wasn't, I'm going Colts this time. I'm picking the Colts.
Colts are 2-4, and I'm taking them as well.
49ers.
Oh, really, Jimmy?
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? I'm guaranteeing that the San Francisco 49ers get the W. Trey Lance, is he playing? I
don't know. I think Jimmy might be.
All right, well, it doesn't matter because it's
Jimmy G.
Yeah, it's either Jimmy G
DeFeo.
or Trey Lance. Either one of them, it doesn't matter.
What about Jimmy DeFeo?
He could play too. The Colts, they stink. I'm sorry, the Colts stink.
Oh.
They've always stunk.
You're just an AFC South hater.
I'm just an AFC South hater, and they're 2-4. The Colts have always stunk, and I mean they are the better team on paper. They theoretically should win.
So, I don't know.
But yeah, I'm gonna take the 49ers.
Interesting guarantee. This one's gonna
Steven, I get it. They have won before. I know. I've heard it all before.
This one's gonna be annoying
Poor
if I
Isaiah.
lose because I was really debating. Like I was a 49ers Colts. This one really could go either way in my opinion. Good matchup.
Wait, and
You need
also,
a guarantee win.
What is the guarantee record?
Fucking
2-4.
2-4.
Like the Colts.
Look at that.
I did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Steve,
I'm rubbing
We
off on
treated like
everyone.
this, Jimmy.
I'm rubbing off on you, Brenden.
No respect.
Alright. Last up here, we have Monday Night Football. I forget who's at who, but I think it's Saints at Seahawks. I'm going with the Saints. With Seahawks with Geno Smith. They gave the Steelers a game, but as a Steelers fan, I have seen that before, and that doesn't mean anything. I fully expect the Saints to win this and potentially even blow them out, just to look much better than the Steelers, just because that's how life works. Bless you, Jimmy. But yeah, I'm going with the Saints.
I heard the Saints want John Gruden to announce this match.
What?
The Saints,
I'm going with the Saints.
You know what the Saints are, right?
Shut the fuck up, Steven.
No, Jimmy, hold on. You know what the Saints are, right?
What? I'm so
You know
confused.
what the Saints are, right?
What the Saints are?
Like the sainthood in Catholicism.
This dude said Catholicism, dude. Come on, man.
Just say your pick. Just say your pick. Just say your pick. Seahawks or Saints.
He's taking the Saints. He's not taking the fucking Seahawks. I'm taking the Saints as well.
I'm taking the Saints. Just kidding. Taking the Seahawks, motherfucker.
All right, lock it in. You take the Seahawks.
Yeah, I am. I'm taking the Seahawks. Dead ass.
Lock it in.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, dead ass.
Okay.
Lock it in.
All right.
Throw the keys out.
It's locked in. You took in the Seahawks.
But yeah, the Saints want John Gruden to, announce this match. Because,
Okay.
The bull is also
That was a
taking...
layered joke.
And I'm going over my head. And the Seahawks... Bull is going to go with the Seahawks. And Madden is also going with the Seahawks. They have it 37-13. Russell Wilson might be in that, but oh well, it's Madden. I can't be asked to go in and change all the freaking injuries, no matter how significant. I'm sorry. Steven, a human being, took this, so who knows? The Bills, Cowboys, Jaguars, Chargers, Vikings, and our team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, are all on their bye weeks. So that
Bye.
wraps up our Week 7 game predictions. If you want to see how we did, we'll go over the results next week. Before this in the podcast and separate on YouTube, so make sure y'all check it out wherever you're watching this. So yeah, I'll probably do my own outro and intro.
Yo,
What?
What's happening?
I'm thinking about how fast Jimmy's gonna leave.
Oh, yeah. Because he leaves fast every single time. The man Brenden outros that he's just going. Like
This dude Jimmy has been trying to leave for
Like
45 minutes. I'm sorry, Jimmy. We'll try to do better on time.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
We did say 11, and it's 11:45, and you were the one who said you had to go to sleep at 11. So
That's true.
we did tell Jimmy we were shooting for 11.
But I
so.
take bullets. Jimmy needs to learn to do the same.
Is it is it a wrap on the show?
I think it's a wrap on the
Yeah, I
show.
think-
All right.
Can I do the outro?
Yeah, do the outro.
Yeah, you can do the outro, Isaiah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been... What is this called, Steven?
The Ascent Sports Show, ass.
Oh, I thought you were calling me.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ass. This is ass. Yeah, we're calling this ass.
We are. That's what I was originally going to do, but I forgot.
I can't be asked. I'm not going to say that.
You are going to say it. Ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Ascent Sports Show. This is our first episode. We hope you enjoyed the show. No one can fucking just stop talking and let me outro it. But if you guys did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a comment, tell us what you agree with, disagree with. Let us know if you hate Jimmy, or if you hate me, if you hate Steven, if you hate Brenden. Let us know, man. Just share it. Share it with your friends. Do whatever you want to do. See you next week, probably around the same time. It'll be us four again, hopefully. And if not, then the show keeps going. If one of us dies, we don't even cry. We don't go to each other's funerals. We just keep recording the show. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Boss Man Spencer, Onion Bomb, Italy Rocks 13 / Moneymaking Threes, Commander Rising, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. I have a dream. That's all I need.
All right, guys.
We did it.
Our first podcast.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning.